ye bedwin Ghana so ene ne kanko ama me ankasa me maame me nua ba vim lady Egyaso wo se eye hyehyeehye ne nua ba Akosua Abooagye betrem de Egyaso eye boko na ye de kɔ ne saa na wonim se Egyaso dwumadie no se dem di kankan ne ye de amonyofo betena se na womo akyere womo adwene ye di nkomo at the tail end of the show no na yama eye political parties ne de womo manifesto messages kakra todwa na wo hu se abato na wo kwakoto no eya amonyokuo we na wo kwakoto asomasi na so obenten na de wo kwakoto no se netie na ama hu nsem nyina edimu ka hu se Ghana mpumtwe ne nkanko ejina ye nyina ye so asomdwe wo man ni mu a ena ye betimi akoyanim eniema to apina ejija se ye ni baabi akọ COVID-19 ba ye nyina ye de dance se COVID-19 ema wiase nyina dane butui Ghana fokura na omo wa mo no ne obi si Akosua me pekwan adwane aba ha bepe abibiduro bi na manyanya do ne nkontomre bi na madi efise me mamu ode nanso na wakọkọka obi manso eti ye man no esese ye bo ho ban eni kwan so ma ho kwan ma amonyofo wo mo fa wo so ede sakasaka ne huro ye ba enti se wo ye babu no a you have a responsibility ne say wo ma political party bi anase politician bi amebo pa se matuo so ma ba so electoral offenses no se wo committee bi na se ye chiwa wo de du batum wo maame ne nsunumu wo papa ne nsunum wo nua bi a wotete wo ne nsunum obi obo ho ban ne nsunum adan a wo ma political party bi anase wasemesi anase obenten bi a wo pe power onya power kura wo mfin wo ma na piapia doduom akwakoye bibia ma electoral offenses no CI 91 wakwa bubi so am ye de wakwa kotum eti nyina ye nya hweyie na ye nye ne pepepe ne ye ne saa no na ye bo man ho ban sedem di kankan no obi andi baabi akọ se baabi anya baabi aye hyehyeehye eti ye die mu a ye nhwe ne ye nye ne yie na mfam pumtuo ene nkanko emra okay 101.7 FM no asugu so awutie ne efri sabre ya kwapem se non du bebode eye Egyaso na ye nhwe trending issues kakra anasa stories are eboboba. You have no right to declare Fomena seat vacant. Sorry to Speaker. Only the High Court can determine whether a parliamentary seat has been vacated and not the Speaker of Parliament or political parties or politicians. US-based Ghanaian law professor Kwaku Asare ye Kwaku Azan has said. Ye nyina nim eye Kwaku Asare wadi nsem bia tudwa ne nsem nyina ne se eye High Court nko an betimi akasa parliamentary seat bi no eye vacant anase obi ani so eti Fomena asam no aba no wono de nano atum se enyem rahye ene sese nka speaker eche na dwene edefa home and the speaker declares Fomena seat vacant and no Speaker of Parliament Professor Mike Eronokwe has declared the Fomena seat vacant. This follows the decision of the Member of Parliament for that constituency, Mr. Andrew Amoakwesiama, to contest as an independent candidate in the December polls. Eti Fomena MP no way MPP ni ena mateme ho was so onko akwa kogina say independent candidate na sane NPP constitution city ene basa de sese eburo to baby eti basa no wosi party na nemu omrahye bedwam eti ni seat na sese ka say edampan ntino na sese speaker no so woka emma emrahye bedwa no etiase Parliament adjourned till after December polls. This is to enable members of Parliament who will be running in the 7 December polls to concentrate on their re-election campaigns. They say Parliament no yesu wo nyina nkodo wo nkope baabi ntina. If say 2020 elections na akato na bro, akabosome na yeto. Wo nkwaye wo campaign ebre kakra aka no. Na obi enhu ne hyebere se de kwasi practical na obi a ebehu ne smoothness level enunti Parliament dwumadie no yeto aba ne wi a ene ebesan ate wo nka. Mahama and Trump come from the same stock. Majority leader predict loss for NDC. Majority leader is asking former President John Dramani Mahama not to draw inspiration from the victory of Joe Biden, the president-elect of the United States of America. Na enona majority leader Edom Kasia wa mrashebe jembano deni honorable Oseche Mensabonsu abo amane se mampanyi dada Mahama wane Trump ye pepepe send ye Trump ba ya first term you two no sanso ena mampanyi dada Mahama wono so first term you two no eti mane mfa ne ho nkoto to Joe Biden ho. If you say Joe Biden no one wanya former president, were former vice president, mampanyi dada Mahama de were former president ya yetu no and wapeso wasan babiem. Eti honorable Oseche Mensabonsu say ope obi de ne ho atoto no wonfa ne ho toto Trump say Trump call one term mampani dada mahama nso ekɔ one term a Ghana for ema ne mabiem eti majority leader asem no 2020 polls a battle for Ghana's soul. According to the NDC flag bearer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, there is a lot at stake, including the direction of the country's future in the December polls. Make no mistake, said Mahama, there are not ordinary elections. These are not ordinary elections. This is a battle for the life of Ghana, for the soul of Ghana, for the future of Ghana, Mahama wrote on Twitter. When Yasama Yaman Penny that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama dear to just say, Afia Batono nya good yebu, a nibrisam, a yankwa, a yadachi, a tigana for Mampani that Mahama Simen Kancham was a henman for near grow, a yamokra. It is a muko jam who were December 7th election and December 7th election in Mua. Nessa Muankasada Mosika Nejan and Kantimontuaba Papa, Namontomano, not one from Kunimidi Emre Ghana for. Wise and brave Mahama, show up so I interrogate you. Amidu, dares NDC presidential candidate. Special prosecutor Mr. Martin Amidu has dared NDC presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama to show up in his office for interrogation for his involvement in the Airbus scandal. Na Egyaso na miguswa meka use wutie ewo okay 101.7 FM so political show I change Ghana mpumtwo ne nkanka woni ye chance say ya na issues as nsem abobo bai na it say news no na ye the summary tree no na ye the amount. You can't stop December post court to UFP flag bearer. The Accra High Court on Monday 9th November 2020 threw out an application by the flag bearer of the United Freedom Party UFP Nana Jirimu Boateng, popularly called Jataba, which sought a reversal of a decision by the Electoral Commission to disqualify him from contesting in the 7th December polls. Where ye Asama UFP Wama flag bearer Jataba ni dipa de Nana Jirimu Boateng. Ye broskoto ne krata ne to baby nipa ye ji wo mutu mu so mko contest no ya mfa no anka ho eno odi asam ne court say court nima na court say efo asam ko baby me yenye ne ho ye ko ye nima wuntimi ensi electoral commission kwan electoral commission wo ye na djuma. Ghana can learn lessons from the US elections, Mahama said. The presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, has said Ghana can learn a lot of lessons from the just ended elections of the United States of America, including the independence of state institutions. Was he betimi esue bibie free America for Mampani Dada Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na eka say. Was it the course so America ni betimi esue bibie free. Say wo hye se wo muguso akenkan ya bana president se munyai na abato me ho fraud wi oba bi he. Wo mo se yenti so dogo bi enu aba ye yi adwuma. And wo go ahead a project ye say Joe Biden ena edin konim. Nti wo se Ghana nso di odi echi no osua di odi kan nante. America for practicing democracy more than 200 years. Ghana betimi esua bibia from near the aboyebra we ye futu a wode amaye. Na eno achi Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu has said his decision to pull the brakes on his probe into the Airbus scandal is neither stupidity nor cowardice, as thought by former President John Dramani Mahama. Honorable Martin Amidu, or Special Prosecutor, and so Kasana Seminane say, San Samu ya Airbus scandal near Diano, and yes, Sebio, ye Jimmy for, and also you who for, said a Mampanida da Mahama air canono, one ye who for, and a Sebio when ye Jimmy for, name Momuno, or no one Casan and Nimnie, war ye. Nanado has divided Ghanaians just as Trump did to Americans. Alex Segbefia, Deputy Campaign Manager of the Opposition National Democratic Congress, Ora Alex Segbefia, is promising a united front among Ghanaians. The war can say Ghana for yanka ya humom na de esi wa America no ebinsu ensi wo Ghana ha. We need to tell Ghanaians Mahama isn't competent. Nana Abooagye. The New Patriotic Party has reiterated that the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is not a good choice for president. Enti we aye nana bi nasema wodia to just say ye po bi obedi Ghana nim no odi mpunto ne nkanko abreye ya eni ye mampani dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wano de nasem no wapache se wabon wose wo ye incompetent so de wo kan na apache se nipa na wabon eti asema nana bi e kan se mampani dada wabon eti entimi fa sa de bre na ema na metoa so enti we nyina ye nsem a asori a eboboba ewo Egyaso dwumadi a enche ye ne abadwafo be twetwe ho nkomo na aboa se de be ya bibia be koye sabre ma abadwafo atena se na ene Egyaso nkomo no Egyaso dwumadi mpanifo ene wo mo eba be di dwuma no wɔn ayɛ krado paa a wɔn afa wɔn agya yɛne wɔn ɛbɛkɔ ne yie pɛpɛɛpɛ na ama nneɛma nyinaa nso ɛtumi ɛdi mu ɛde ama yɛn. Meka wo say okay 101.7 wasu so wutie no Egyaso dwumadie metenam ama me nua ba Vim Lady ono de me say wo ka Egyaso a wo hyehyehye but Akosua Abooagye betenam a na yɛka Egyaso a yɛse ɛyɛ bɔkɔɔ Vim ba na odi egya no na odi ababa begum ba me de ɛyɛ bɔkɔɔ abegyafo me mama kwa abo
Egyaso.
Na bibia koyiye de.
Nyame ne edi pa.
Yo.
Afewo.
Sa ofi mi ho. Ana ofi Vim Lady.
Ma fi wa so.
Wo dia no ye boko.
Eye boko.
O seri enu kra na ma fi re. Ene sa yi ne dia mo di aduane ye friend say.
Remy spices.
Hey Remy.
Ana me chicken wings na me pe no. Media politics de minya ayi mi fufuo bi na menya abunabunu bi a anansa abankwan na me ye
na koda
eno anu me koda dada mo kasa na mada na ene ye wo Alhaji Halidu Haruna woka NDC communication team no national communication team no woka ho ena owura Adomako Bafi ono so mre bi echem no ye MPP director of communication abedwafo mienu na atena se ne meni wo mo eba bedi enkomo na enne yebeka bibi e de afa abedwafo ehwa abato so the electoral commission Mami Jane Mensa wo copy parliament na nasam ne say 95% work is done it was see adwuma e de ahwe wo nsane mu hanchemo aduokrunum 95% de authoritatively obetimi akase wo mo awia ne sa aka kra bi ekeka niema asie ne nurse wo mo awie ana Martina Midu special prosecutor wono nso ene ye mampani dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asemo aba we to ma we na we ato ama we to ene statement tin bia yi special prosecutor de bae no enya asem ketwa anu ohye na edin bia wo de frame o say wise and brave Mahama o say wise and brave Mahama mampani dada Mahama nyansafo wo kukurodurufo there's also will be boo be sarcastically. Oh, I can't say no, but I can't in such a way say. I say who so. It's a for me some of my crab baby. Yeah. Any my mention see war Alhaji Halidu Haruna nchen. Mention see war one son and Owura Adomako Bafi so Ediaba. Ye fa abedwafo ehwa abato so the electoral commission Mami Jane Mensa say ye nyina ye nim say December 7 ye ba beto aba. Abato na ho boaboa no wode ato Ghana for anim say 95% of the work is done. Haruna sa wo hwa asem amami kan ye na wo hwe ahoboaboa mo so mode mani toto fam no a NDC for mo ne Mami Jane Mensa ya adwene say 95% of the work if it's okay 95% there na we wi and say 5% there so I said dot to be connecting the dots and a work can see ni na we wi Alhaji Halidu Haruna meet you
me da se metia ashefo na metia minua lawyer Eshache last 2 weeks na anka share wo Neat FM but na I got stuck somewhere minya a serious issue my friend na minini kasa se mintimba minya ba me say Mami Jane Mensa onuna wa kan o say 95% they are prepared. But we share niama koso. Me minjindi say enukre say 95%. Omati me atutu niama up to 95%. Me kind story bia omo kan say omo printi almost all the ballot papers except Eastern region. Omo am printi. Na sabi ye frenu ewo parliament no. Okoye no okoka assembly na sa assembly no this morning no minya kwan a me resist that issue no say one of the reasons Mami Jane Mensa okachire Ghana for or the justify the new register no say manual verification no hardware I say yantimi reduce ana yanyi free ho on the election day betimi ahadwin esan say it is subject to abuse na wakan say omo pese ombe introduce bibi a ye frɛ no facial recognition. Na sa facial recognition no se ebia utam machine no ntimi mfa utam na ye be verify you a ye betimi the facial recognition no identify a voter. But oko parliament no oko can say manual verification will be allowed on the day of the election. I nyame wa kakra because na waka kire Ghana for say ye kwa akoto fidie a sabi fidie no ebe much more efficient and effective than their yewo dedano enye na say to that mununu ye be use e the facial recognition yan kokoti a wasi verification manually no ebe koso ewo voting day. Me problem no say say oh yes sir, then you are confirming and now or confirming say because you see say we see facial recognition any thumb print you know na a basis of verification. Now as you see I will see manual no. Then what it simply means is that other areas I may identify say the number of registered voters are increasing as against the actual numbers are recorded after voting. For instance, in Sunyani West, now parliamentary candidate a raise issue regarding the number of registered voters. One says a year registration every day. Ye mark krata actually the number of people are registered. So if it is 2 weeks or 3 weeks, ye was a krata no. Now obetimi ahu nipa dudu aya register. So it is not easy. Say electoral commission betimi edi figures beba ye ntimi hu. Inti na Sunyani West ye parliamentary candidate or ye press conference e can say debut. Akwa ye say 2,000 additional names awura ye can say register no. The electoral commission couldn't explain. They said it's an error. Now, in Ashanti region, during the registration, Kwame Zu, your constituency, your regional secretary, Nusu, addressed a press conference on similar issues of increment of names. Sabio, young Omwamba police station, Mumbai register, but Yakotino, not Dinu Akosua. The electoral commission said a mistake. Now, Mani Jemensa catch say betime aye manual verification. Now manual verification what it simply means is that say unya obi phone na udi ni dinu kanwa because one funny facial recognition one fa ni fingerprint inti ube say onye verification manually. Na manually no say NDC police agent MPP police agent be sure u picture e was side register no na e be kasa o ye no a mumma no kwa na onto na sabi o the reason for justification yes sisan register no say ye yi manual registration every ho. I think that Mami Jemensa it's important to remain credible and principled. Mrs. Minuaba Milkita story bi wa ha Saturday 11th January 2020. Source no ye Star FM. IEA under Jemensa in 2014 advised EC against new voters register in election year. Now, Mamin quote two aspects of it. But see, it has emerged that the Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA, under the leadership of current chair of the Electoral Commission, Jemensa, advised the then head of the electoral body, Dr. Kojo Afarijan, against compiling new register during election year. Uti Jemensa o enyo obi o order IEA no or advise Electoral Commission under Afarijan say enye papa say ye kwa akotu aba in a particular year usi ukoye register. Let me continue with the quote no. I say the advice came on the back of the chaos that followed the 2012 election which ended up in court. The advice, which part of the IEA's proposed electoral reforms submitted to the Electoral Commission, among other things, blamed the 8 months long election petition on the mistrust that heralded the election as a result of the new voters register, unquote. Well, Jemensa na ekaye.
Na se Haruna obi beka se nipa de wutimi sesan wadwene brebia na.
Misra o. O submit ye.
Okay.
As a stakeholder in the electoral process, o submit report. Ni report no, as part of the report to Edima Electoral Commission for Reforms no, can say enye say ye be register in an election year. Ni what the reasons am I? Na ene nyakopon adum una we Electoral Commission. Say sa promise no ana advisor Odima Afarijan no. Advisor papa. Adentina woni on this. In fact, ufa sa report no. In that report no, it contains say the IPAC for no, the Electoral Commission should take steps to institutionalize it. Oma enye ya kanu say oshe ewo Electoral Commission say niema ye ni na the IPAC will know every step of the way. Na minu aba say yes sir e magidie nu beye ye kanu say kese
anti nanka mi u kase nanka mbegusa say edini de nka ya kyerɛwie ba wo mehu say wo analyze
exactly
abi agidie no wo fam
exactly.
Okay, all right.
So you see, as we speak now, there's some element of doubt say mamini be kan asema wo be hu say ye na ye tie nu emre bi e chomu nu na ye tie nu eni a ye hu say there be there is some kind of variation of positions. Now enunti amami say we can say 95 we wie sabi ebi come because as we speak now Greater Accra list for special voting mi wo ho anopa we police ni na send message no ma mi
on be special voting.
Yes, special voting. Yeah list no. See mi wo vote northern region, the entire list of voter northern region for mi wo booklet no. But Greater Accra me hu. But Greater Accra there no. One policeman send message me say there were about 200 in their unit. On the 7th of December omo ina be ko akoye duty. Na omo akotro omo din to partake in the special voting. Yeah, the list no buy no. That unit only 3 names na e buy. Now why would I trust Jemensa? Now Obeka Chem says she is 195% ready. Minti. And in fact, we are taking this for granted. Now, mini former President Mahama Adwin. You see, where you have the institutions independent of itself, Oye Juma, Obia antimi manipulating, Obia antimi influencing, Obia antimi cultural media, Obeye, Oye dia sabi, Ebesa efata, Ebeye for I can't say Ebeye I can't say benefit. Ama Ganda for. You see, the American system is such that they look at the state called America. And for omu, I will say yeah kind about war America no. Trump say yes no. Trump onu na oyo mampeni, o say yes no. O ka say yes no. Now o ma order say yen stomp county. I say omo electoral commission nfi no. Because institutions and they are serving the interests of the American people and yet the interests of a political party who are in power. There be now say who was our institutions no and there is trust jidie no wo mu a we be hu say niema uye no we be nya no e wa asundwe mu na abone bia enni ho
de wo kan Haruna memrem kakra de wo kan ye fa police officer bia wo so send you information say wo kan NDC communication team.
Yeah.
Mami Jane Mensan say obi nti bibia se a wo bie napono wuti bibi biti bibi say no nya sure say bia say nka wo verify from electoral commission outfit say the information ya wonya from the police officer no true anase bia speculation
say dia me no account say me kasa no
omutie
o platform no omutie
ene omutie
so say ma bo ana maka na omunim say yen nukure a na omu all the rest now explanation bi omu communication outfit omu respond na omu ka say the bill register na ye wo no intact but you see let me conclude by saying say omu say who ye niama na who ye no very transparent na obi akọ na wakọ di nkuguo nipa no ontimi nkasa say yasisi no but who ye no na who ye no wanyan na who ka say ipac no because eni mram so na who de say dia who pese who ye no say ipac ye be discuss no untimi nya consensus nti be discuss we be take decision no na we be announce ama ipac. We don't do this from 1992 till date. We sustain this democracy as a result of transparency of processes electoral commission aye na sabio se me kan na ye make decision na minim say sabio vendor way na obekọ akọ fidie say fidie nu say na eye ni features anyway say me ba na me beda minim say me da na boni bia ni ho ma minim all this important information has been concealed to political parties our money on the day of you can say exhibit register kra under normal circumstances we should be getting or having the verification machine at the polling stations across all the polling stations uba na ube check na machine no be verify you yeni ho and people are quiet over it. We are waiting as we speak now. Minim say unim minority leader raise issues in parliament say osre majority leader no enka ne hu na omunko electoral commission na omuntimi nko verify say sika ye di mo omu say omunko to sa ifidi a ye di be tu abato no omato na omato dudu a ye be hia say ye di be ye election no majority leader see onu de onko now as we speak now they are not telling us say ebimu allege say omo akofa fidio no free Nigeria and as we speak now they are not telling us say omo anya the quantity here because say omo was a quantity no identity na omo anfa mba during the exhibition of the register verification machines. We are less than 28 days for a general election in this country. My heart bleeds for this country. Me slow ehu pa ebo me the way aniama eko
adentia
ni kure ya nka ni kure wokrom ha na sabio me I keep saying say political power inti will drop bladder. It's not worth it
and then no kure no ya dream
and it's not worth it but you see say kukuru no jai keka no emba o but say ye ka say yen ka chire electoral commission na won jai kukuru no na ye ka chire say who pese who bo man but at least no anka mini lawyer na ye call no enko benku na yen ka chire electoral commission we ye le free wo de anu ni say wo be ye nu pepe yo mi ko na minya na minim say Ghana for na e decide ye okona wanya onim say Ghana for na e decide ye
na se so bebu so Haruna electoral commission say why dey pa say ebuba me specific ade na why bia is my missing 95% of the work is dey na why ambaka say we nti ebia enema nkoye na mema
95% no mesera wo ye media person 30,000 nipa was see what disqualify a moment to me to abano one listen
so almost one who did no that according to almost one who did
why no
you can news electoral commission almost one who did
you see who did no they have to furnish the political parties with the names na yentimi verify say they are almost can yen correct
na makuma tomo yem
na 30,000 yet me win election with it now who can say what chom 30,000 yen nim list no why NCC catch electoral commission say publish the list or make the list available to the major stakeholder. These are small things that sabi na ye raise.
Okay.
We are genuine in our issues are here raising.
Okay.
Obi sabi o me na me wo boko no first fight wo boko me hu ye. Ntakwa de enye. But you see say onye dia esa efata etimi edi ntokwa eba. Inti na ye ka kire no say onhwe dia onu wa advice no wa ka kire afarijan ene uti ho na wa jai sa advice no on fi advice na udi uma afarijan say on fa nya juma no on fi on fa nya twi ye kan wo say o me wo constitutional right man mranu ye man nipa
Alhaji Bidase
na say ye man nipa na sa mranu so kan say ye ma usa discretionary powers no you catch yourself you don't use it viciously when you soon because me pay wenti me you soon na me kwatia no yes sir then won di mraso
mate me dance Alhaji Halidu Haruna eka NDC communication team ho opanya adumako ba afi memo akwa aba o
Obahima me Gyaso
na bibia boko de
onyame ne adini
ye Mami Jen Mensa chairperson my electoral commission Uraire or say 95% of the work is done. One ne yadwene.
Yo Obahima me dasi. Mame nchia tiefo a wo mutie yanwumre e wo Nit FM.
Okay FM.
Okay FM. Do da me ni
me man sesame station.
O da me ni frima be pia hanti.
Wo mse nyina ye ba kunti.
Na ye nchia tiefo nyina ye fa nyame. Ye se nyame asomdwe mfa mo man no. Another danko Akosua do baby wo bia no nyame enhyira no. E wo pepa ene akomapa ene otwen ene ahosiesie pa onyade wura amanyose mu a ne penso baaye no eniema a empo ne binsi da no ye papa nyina no nyame nam no so eye de mai ma me nyina fidie so na ja ofe hu so ne de no na adwene nti no mintu ye chitaafo no obia na opega na mpuntu se yenko yanim free SHS ne ntra hoda yensan twani enkodum so mu biem na yensan enye emma sabieson yakwan enye obi aka chese kwa rugusu yo obra so enye ne kure no ese ebra nyadu ebra no yadu eyem saka 28 days and afu aduonu wotwe eni nti okwa sabe panifo se kwase anim hwe no dokoro to ache na Akosua do nie oda number 1 ehwa anso no so no da enkoto ne sinsemu se aba no to bia mu sei se na be ya inki no enkoka de odi wachire no na to no kama sana ye parliamentary candidates ni nyina no so no obia no eda number 1 baby akoko gina no
number 4 no so
baby akoko gina no ehwa na ne bagina eni nti number 1 no sana eda obia mfa na dwen NDC fo na mukrase se ye 4 yesi ye pemfie 9 na ye nka se ye da number 4 eni na pia free alidu anum ya wo kai no ye na ye di kan na sadi abane sisi no Roma fo nchia bi wo se sani ahyase afiti asezi tie no saa en electoral commission e bre no so ne to abawia Ghana fo echire sisai Akosua wan kasa tade a na opepa emra so yesi wogya atade ne che no enya ntomago na de ye na sabi so be pension na Akosua do adure ne yensan ko achibire echire sai musuo lot yire
atade me fa me example mami o because me atade ye me fe de ye me fe
Obahima NDC for wo musube omu ye nyina no said Donald Trump's approach towards the election omu ye
say
Donald Trump's approach because Donald Trump obi akras o de na asate so ene ye bewiame ene nsam no basa enu abi na NDC's strategy no Donald Trump's approach na the same strategy no bonam say ya say ofuru dua pa na epia wo obo bra pa na osi abonte edu akire na Akosua do nam yi yem party mpanimfo ne Ghana mpanimfo nyina di nachi Donald Trump onam na nasabe ne kasa entasumu no obiti wo drum no wono ani party fo ani nachi saa nso na NDC so tie me hu pani bia odi Jom Amachi ena ja wonam wa na ja wo burugom hwe na Akosua do no di nachi hwe Joe Biden hwe Obama mu nyina no mu di nachi enti wo kra no eye ba ko pe they decline every step.
Democrat and then your party.
Now when you are talking about Democrat, yes, philosophy and this is so a social democrat into a center left. But since 1992, they have not done anything, just one thing. Yeah, justify. So they are existing by name. Social democrat no. Yeah, in the interventions diaba. And I'm ready to debate you. I know the Amoko can manu keke. And the Bible can send you no from ready. That I me to see me from who pope and I'm your pope. Momo ban here for hunamani. Yeah, ban here for one con if it was by my electoral commission step be what taking piano and this year who was him. I know the Kenya bonnet, democracy, the Sabia song, or my penicula can was him. And I just added it. It electoral commission, the account was one anchor day. Especially say your opposition. Now, also so near many born one year can. And I just added it. But yeah, dear cried, and near the big court to a near the and this electoral commission, I'm the court to be a moody for. It's in Yabo Ferry. They are tossing you. And this is justification, you say, J. Mensa, a MPP, the you know. One more getting to Egyaso, and Omokika to the stand say, or Mampenia water Konyaso Dano, and no to be Biwano, Ekase, and I will not accept any flawed resource. Now, how do we define it? Say the city. Say the city. Say the city. And I say, why do you know who are Yadia? And Yadia. But when I'm no message in Yano, Ghana for rejected. Say, you the same mama. Papa, yeah, or no bad 2012, 2016. Papa, you are the professor. I may say 4 years. On the class, I did 6 months. You know, on one, I didn't tinam, what in an the boss and or share in 2008, 12, 16. You know, I have chronicled everything in this book. Quatriquas amount to make it. And one, what in there is nothing new under the sun. Yeah, Mama, bet me Akadi actually. And the message bear crano, and you come here bankrupt. It did so assuming by default, Ghana for CNDC for minor, and yet I'm betting me 27 years of PNDC NDC. There's nothing new under the sun. But me come anymore by him. Yeah. And then Inu Safuseni. So can Inu Safuseni.
Make I know.
Odami Muna or your producer no panel or the frame bankro. Let me call them. I will need FM. Emra Magderi a interview no. Or say, na mamini nyamba hono, nyamani buano montiase. To the extent that Okotu Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu. What you say, yes, it's a Supreme Court. As a man, and I'm watching on no Haruna Inu Safuseni Adiano. No, I say, baby, a communication in the and a conflict war. The Mra buy your betray mono. One more to be biase. Inu Safuseni, who had a pedigree, our party no more, or such a minia alidu. And to one that has to be or some parliament, and would tear no masem. And was said the Mamma no, ya man vote of confidence, yet yes, ye. Na ya den na sabia so, Abooagye ya wako yin imprenu. O de make my bote pro ni FM. My sister station dey omi, omo producer and pan, they are producing this evening. Me boa, me be 2 million match.
In terms of
I allowed you so hon kwan so no so kire na adwene.
Oh, me ba,
Yabutre. Any news of saying no. Who is wait here?
Yabutre. O de me ba, o flag bearer dey say na so your analysis. Na me o de me ana dey asem. Yabutre. Obaima, how Inu Safuseni? And no cry in this case, no cry. Mamino, one cough library ho. Mamino, or parliament. And woman in our home. And woman see Agyaso. Namino Sabe, obi your personal politics or Ghana dear. O Mama didn't say, obey a student of parliament. At least once a while. Every week, one could 2 times. Parliamentary hands now ready. Standing orders now ready. Only both a size. And this MPP now interacting. Now you are getting inside. So what if you then somebody won't chase you one here and wow. And then I'm a politics, they be a woman. Baba, my trust one. Was send a flag bearer. One no carry weight. And yes, I had a tear for tea. Based on the menu Kai, maybe call 2 of flag bearer. When he was the then president, so also carry weight here at tear for tea. Akosua would hear me.
Meet you, pa.
Was say allow EC to work. Mama test let my vote count an MPP. GhanaWeb.com. And on 8th October 2015, President John Dramani Mahama has waded into the controversy surrounding the call for a new voter register, saying the Electoral Commission is at liberty to decide what is best for the country as it inches closer to the 2016 election. According to the President, the EC operates independent of the executive and therefore finds it difficult to appreciate the attempt by some individuals to drag his government into the register politics. Yanu Kenyani say, Yema a year is no enya na juma. Na owo to me ewo kwan no ye independent na eya na ye ne yaso no John Dramani Mahama ye president no. Ye de na ban no eko wura isi sensemu. and the menu its say you okay and America the different and I buy out so and I say and it well candidate crown our turn no and ya the audidi and this can asemo betra ha e ma wonka well your mama the can say we say odi ano to nchen what say Mr. Mama said his government will not interfere in the work of the EC. I have no right to interfere in that electoral list. We have an independent electoral commission and the electoral commissioners have security of office. I am not supposed to interfere in the work of the electoral commission. Ghana has an EC that is independent and does not consult the president to do anything. Go and read it. GhanaWeb.com 8th October 2015. Let me quote another one. And also graphic.com. And only 7th April 2016. Stop harassing the EC. Person training now can the amount crop what they say. Trying to see a matter can President John Dramani Mahama has called for a cessation of the harassment of the Electoral Commission so as to enable it to independently do its job of conducting this year's general elections. I believe the Electoral Commission should be left in peace to do its work. This harassment is not necessary, the president said in a radio interview on Takoradi-based Twin City Radio on Wednesday, when he at graphic.com, 7th April 2016. Obahima tie NDC manifesto. Wamo 2008, page 26. Wamo kasebi oho. Or say, an NDC government will also maintain a principal relationship with the media. No, can media wants him. And when we are sided to us, so constantly reminding each other that what is right under one government does not suddenly turn wrong when government changes hands. It is at the Ubu Saminua. Mama no ankasa ni NDC anu asem say. So wa bam na sade ne yede an so ko opposition a o ka sa enye. Twani so anu asem so enti dia amaye mu bi no amanfo mfa ye ni agro say ye tu mira ye kire say ye tu no so. Obaima we say independence of the Electoral Commission, you know. It's not at oh that be dia make any Obaima nyam na make o. Onu ananu masem e na me tase ne ba ko sa bisipa de ko na ha ma dia mamamfo. Etiefo tie. Minwie o de me ana de asem. Satie ha. Was say allow EC to do its work, says Mama. And see Ghana were 14th November 2016. Or say being an election year, I will appeal to our political parties and other civil society organizations to give the Electoral Commission the peace of mind to do its work. Our Constitution says that the Electoral Commission shall not be subjected to the direction of or control of any person, and that includes me, John Mama, on 14th November 2016. And so on the beer no kai. Mako 3 sources, minye, stay counting. And intino harassment bay and the child the agent men say. Me no, I'm not here as a spokesperson. I'm here to speak for MPP. Bobby at the NFA, no account for. Since 1992, Electoral Commission Ben and our bar was me true America. I'm a media house, my visit him. Mammy didn't crawl for me, and I'm a boana. Only I don't since 1992, Electoral Commissioner Ben and our Commission Ben and one more bar. One must say major stakeholders, a year former president, and a certain president, you visit to Omo. This woman has done that. Since 1992, a year Electoral Commission Ben and our bar was say yet eminent a year. Se bibia bombeka a year you want penny for at say yewura a year Duncan Williams wo nyina eka ho. Say no shaributu dok wo nyina ka ho. Since 1992. What you say? I know that China, Mami in the face of COVID-19 and the adinyo, what in ya adwuma no e record time. Ama ko parliament amoma giatum. Enti ka fiati ni abofo no. Na de yewura mama kan ya enu kura de esre kese kura o say Ghana's mama accuses foe of undermining confidence in voting. VOA News, 16 December 2016. Was say President John Dramani Mahama has accused Ghana main opposition leader of deliberately undermining confidence in the voting process before Wednesday's election by failing to issue a clear call for peace, whatever the outcome. It will be tie. Or say The opposition is creating a situation in the minds of their supporters not to accept the result of the election if they lose. Who's a Ketrama the emperor? And are you not doing the same thing? Wanukra they goes further. And now Shani in Nigeria. A bet me a near the Arab Spring. A bet me a many years no. Was he has his heart bliss. Wakuma Moja Fruak. Hey, now Moja Fruakuma who the Anfanko Coleboy. That's my friend Professor Frimpoma. I know be wato. Ghana yenyam yetiasemai. Ghana yenyakupo mai. Nipa boni ni bi aye na dwen sesebie so hye sumu ebopo no de. Ghana sojafoɔ, Ghana police for, immigration for, fire service for, prisons for, all the security agencies no. Ababia no waba wa equip wa acha aba we say that. Ababia no motivate wa acha aba we say that. Our security is intact. So wo dia wo so ntimi ntra ha. 1992 kura ne ya no ya de ntabo na to aba ne ahwem kura no. Ya nkasa. Empempenso anya media bedroi no. So woni message. Na track record emwaw. Na sa wo so dia kakabisa ne beba dia. Ye de Ghana de ntokwa ensi. Ghana ensi da. Asofo bompaye. Busramifo bompaye. Timabufo bompaye. Ni ya no kura mpo ya de kase. Na makoma moja ni ade. Kwalebu na yida ho no kwa emergency e bema ba bia da kakraka. On my way say no minua. I love my children. Bindi bibia o wiase kura no. I love my children. Say me sora no pa na me man nine no be gira me nchen. Na wo ni me di agro sa. Me say Akosua bibia no amani chance a. Oba no kura dia ho say fa mitiri ho a. Me betra sesa batu nti no. Me dwane dia kohire. And that is exactly what I want NDC to also think. You know mama ne magu Dubai o. Eti abasi edun katia ne magu Canada. Eti abaki gidigidia. On the side of Africa d'Ivoire. No afache so no ko. Never again. And tokwansi yase kire wadwen. Aban Ghana fo ani mabon oba. Wadwuna dwadifo ho. Wadwuna sukufo ho. Wo ma nnwumatimi ba. Wo man kane agina so. Wo ka wo ye. So wudi bi ka. Oba bitina. Na mmom sa wo de nam mo kasa ntwi entokanye na so makoma. Wa na ekofa ba no. Ohinta dua kire obi ahu anyame ahu. Ghana yeti asemai empanimfo na nanam abosomfo so gu nsa kromugu mi man say nipa boni de yeyi mpa egu no titiri so ani nti obi nyi sa kasa ni mfiri ntrim na alidu minia no na de 8 years ya mobile power yi me adoma ko afi mi wui na ya na ade ba ko a M1 ne say minia ade ba ko a M1 ne say NDC form party ne say eyekoko edi say koko ni ho de ani e oboku ya mfa party say koko ya fa ne say de beboa o man no eni ti say sabi wa kire bi na Ghana fo say eye montrase obi mra ye ni hawo ba momo de anya sa akoma ne bi na mo emfie 9 pay na mo ankasa kra no ekwan ya mo fa so sa de mama ba pio kra no e de mo hunu obi mobo emfie 9 pay kwaka se mi enti ana Biden ye vice na we see ye vice Biden ya anti committee say waje Ford ya anti committee say wono otu won mo no wakoto ayo de say Embraer ya anti committee say Airbus wakoto bi Biden wo ba ye no wa anya ne sa na be de akire so no so yo ba na ba ye no wa meje nursing training allowance amfiri ho wa meje teacher training allowance amfiri ho one kasa ye mfa teacher for the nurse for we have the record that is Baumia Dr. Baumia we have him ya dobe ka bia so say wom unia no anya hwe kura na mama nyo sam tetimuta bedu ni achi na musirami fo mo wane enko atete adantonka and my heart bleeds anwura du bakwa kolebu am yakohwe but I'm telling you ko ka kire on panimfo no so bi tababi sa ne botaye no menua mo betia hu obi nkasa putu nche but esa ba ne sa you are a Muslim I'm a 7-day Adventist ye mompa ye se nyame nkoso eni o man ne so ne ye nyan se na say because me tiametie my church before politics. Because that is the passport when I'm no more here and no am ni copy nyame anim say ya anwene ne sa manyofo anwene ne sa dey free sa manyosam ne bi bia dia da no ti dia you careless obama mi twase na mi ya no
na make o time no cross
mi na ba me say wa kasa bebre na wa kotu but wa kotu ye no wantime en kotu any commissioners of the electoral commission sir wa kasa at the time New Patriotic Party kikatia EC say can say New Patriotic Party a threat to the democracy of our country. Me was story be wa. Me quote amau. Or see, Deputy EC accuses NDC of being a threat to the country's democracy. Bosman Asari. Now say, who le free? Now le free no ukowura parka. Now le free nika say who team we there? Who there we a threat to the democracy ye work man Ghana. Who agide say le free do? What was our dream? Obama fairness, prepare your ayejuma. All the issues he quoted, the former president, one Timmy and quote to the positions or a pronouncement that suggests, say, commissioners, Omuye BB 8 year under the watch of John Dramani Mama. I just quoted a commissioner, electoral commissioner, a deputy commissioner, say NDC, yes, we count, democracy, Jumanu, or see, a threat. And this is the commissioner who is in charge of the election. Now, who catch him say maintenance in a mere din? Ya catch him say me a threat. Me party no a threat. Maintenance in a mere din. Na yen sisi me. And I'm say,
Daben okay.
Oh, okay. Say sorry no. Ha. Ma me manu na onkai. Onukra wa. Onu ankra. Phone su. Oh, so but it's an open secret.
Oh, there be my date no.
It's an open secret.
No. Forget
this story is an open secret. Ghana web. Some media trail. So now one to say Bossman. One to but so the canoe. I will say what Casanuni now. One to me and Susudia say or Tufu say electoral commission. Juma Omuyeno. Omuma Juma no daho fintina obi say or mu ye jumanu ye. On say one can. Or your mama can say, we can say. The issue is that we want a transparent processor. Ye corner your kotu abatu ono. Now other thing the same electoral commission catch say me ba be yi manual verification. Now the same electoral commission be ba catch say on the voting day no manual verification will be used. You don't see anything wrong with that. Adentina wa catch say me koto ifidia me manual verification. Now uba na yentimi and verify through your thumb no ye the facial recognition be ye. Now all of a sudden in parliament wa catch say manual verification be koso. Aden in her own report I was submitted as IEA executive secretary no wa catch EC say she should lay down all her program to the major stakeholders. Has she done that as a EC?
What?
Has she that laying all the processes bare to all the stakeholders? Now your name say so from A you call B, from B you call me bisa.
Parliament.
30,000.
What percentages in Parliament have been supported because when the issue was sent over there.
Obetime amaye on kind 30,000 nipa. Electoral commission black president. Obetimi.
Menya botra man wo kasa Akosua.
Obetimi. Debi say who kasa no so my head.
Akosua, the tia ni say. Bibia yes ahwenia excuse me.
30,000 list no.
Bubu be say ahwenia etim panum a ebi nyira. Enti dia dia wo kikan ya wo sisa wo work echa ni ade ade nyira no. Ekopie parliament enura. Eti say bibi wo hono mu a wo free say odwini etumpani for the dika omo nwene mu a the authority be
man catch your parliament no manazin leader aka say majority leader omo nko check omo ko
the authority be Akosua this small kika bebrebe nyina kasa tenten top onko
I mean
o di akọ the dika the authority be ade na simu kwan it is
so court our pali court no with your lawyers I ho no na enye nukure the only government that has bastardized them.
They are discarding. They say, "Wama di kaka say, omo nyimu sanchire foni ni." Wama kwa tu interview. Wama so omo nyi sanchire foni. Wama nyi atebufu ni. Wama nyi security ni. Wama nyi EC ni. And it wama take entrenched position.
Your argument
your addition is
your argument today is worrying. It's worrying. Now, I don't think I won't catch a electoral commission to say on my process to
the electoral commission.
Me Yeah, we are registration. Me ba mo abaso. Say o ma ya there be because there are issues to raise.
And I make you say,
me raising issues.
One parliament, o constituency MP ka hu bi. Wo mu nyina kwaji atum. Enti dia wo ye nyina.
O ma ji dan atum.
O dey. E no so kwaye wante.
Then
was 95%. Ada no man raise issues bia. Ye wie no hands are the capture. Anytime certain I won't see us here. And I'm saying you will be for your mama.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Say, what you could discredit. Akosua mama kanjo. And this is secret, beba. And this is secret.
Unim me chain sir. Me yes sir. Unim me chain. Dia wo kanu.
Say.
Unim me.
Say.
You know.
Oh, me ni musa try your bet me. How they do. Yeah. One more dwini nyina ne say. Electoral commission ya nyiri di. And in Tiadia Betchi, about your boy, you are already clear. Mamma crowded the right
this election. This election.
It's part of your package.
The NDC is winning this election with 53%. I am telling you. Mark it.
May say.
Oh yeah, madam.
What the papa?
Yeah, you are.
Akosua nemra ya boba ba ikura na balusu okra so napo. Mo anodi ade ba ko NDC. Wa mu wo akokoduro bia etan. Na sa uye Kristo ni na ati jidi wu ye say jidi anwuma ni mu a e yan dis one abetie aba we say mo wini na wana eto aba we di amamo free SHS nkwa no e ma 30%.
So
na dum so ma 10%.
Small scale miners,
small scale
bank collapse,
small scale mining,
excavators flying, who can say
bank collapse who was a bitum fere na mo be gu no. Go and read the parliamentary hazard 2015, read page 25 February.
Who control what they do.
Oh yeah, they now wow, see me new now bank excuse me. We are educating people. Let me quote from here. Here Akosua bank asama okay. Aruna, you can do alidu. You can do better.
Me never.
Wait.
I can say I'm increasing your capital from 250 to 400. Now, say one to me simplistic. Megu. Now who see bank no enti me nyasik you increase the distance the protected depositors you know jo mama na ene mra omudi ye adwuma can say omo protect etua can say depositors you know jo mama in 2012 that act the deposit act 2012 jo mama na me Google ama usisi that law no ye na ye protective depositors of the banks ye no at least no mobile no as a matter of policy musi mo increase the capital amudi be ye juma no from 250 to 400 heritage banker sabi o man meet kura the criteria we see because the largest shareholder no dina court inti. And in this country, we turn the law upside down. Mranu Wagana, can say, you are innocent until proven guilty. Obijina trial, yan convictino, yan chese wadi for. Na ukoa usi because wakitani bank, uko gu bank no. Uti hana uka chem say yena ye gu bank. You increase the capital. Who increase the capital and the capital no nipa no omuntu mi ateni a who be ka say obi na egu omu a o ma shiri omu juma omu tifie eye free senior high school na omu be didi Mr. Baby fa wo de a omu aye say ejanka
na yen
Akosua tie enye nta ne atuo ena enye sadwase ne yedidi o kat utumira no a kire sia otu no so Etiefo ntie ni ye. Eye 25th February 2016. Eye State of the Nations address. Here the mama kokai.
Say akase supervision ya week.
Will you keep quiet and let me talk? Mr. Speaker, enti no kranyo ani. Say you are 6 years supervision your week. Na your week na good banks no.
Etiefo good banks ya won.
A leading figure in NDC.
That is why we pass an act to protect the deposit. Let me just show you. You ask of the act.
Mr. Speaker, over the past 5 years, there has been a proliferation of microfinance companies. These companies come under the direct supervision of the Bank of Ghana. Unfortunately, lack of effective supervision.
Banking and
say, banks na nkasa no yeah depositors no this can koto no e dia na mo de ye na say amount for confession ye nim ni nyina. I didn't want to go there because yes I am Mr. Stromienu and money hane na mo yes anyama we say nyina DKM to the extent said DKM sem ko ba ye no your mama kura said di o matem akochiete eye BA news 14 January 2016 was say when I saw the category of even some of those who have lost money and have been duped in this case, I was shocked. Intellectuals, professionals, I will expect that my uncle or some illiterate uncle or somebody in the village is the one who will fall prey to something like this. But intellectuals, heads of religious institutions have taken collection and gone and put it. Some things some Crawford will see carrot to somebody. Now, because some classic for me, on the beer and the classic for them. Akosua some kind of young papa. Now the attorney say since you saying PNDC days NDC kwana ba sa banks are who one ever. Make us any okumas Akosua 86. Na KM ho no ba ku ba near friend Bamas. PNDC time the buy. Many free 95. Sa baka piram. NDC time the buy. And na mo buy na banks so buy. I da sabu ho no mu a. And nam sa economy mo manage the interest rate high. Etu obi abado be twantra mo giridi ana se motetechire ana mo wieska no ana se supervision na mama no abie na no kai no and you are sitting here say nyame amoa makufu ado ama yantimi inject sanity to the banking sector Akosua nka millions of people no sika bayira now you are sitting here and this year timi ade atrobites uro part ade ama bi atrobites no atwa bi etim kontomponi na da. Never again. I platform. I don't need it.
You need it.
Thank you for your.
That the banks and specialized deposit taking.
Thank you for your
2016
Depositors Act.
Deposit Act 2016. Act 930.
Deposit.
Yes, it protects.
So go further. What is it?
It protects. Yes.
What does it say?
Or protected depositors.
What is it? Idea the contain no. Okan is idea minia. Okan is idea. That is what. Media media pass it. Two pass it. The can
2016.
Depositors.
Protected depositors. So what do you mean?
What does it mean?
You cannot do anything. You
what does it mean?
So say
it mean? It's on our passing depositors act.
We protect
now
them.
Trust me DKM gu.
Yeah, na protect them.
Even to the extent to say answer the people a lot of these banks
who increase the capital. Who increase the capital?
Your view is too simplistic.
What simplicity?
The entire year is
who increase the
I don't bank ya juma. What you say?
Anyway,
anything can do. Now they what they say 2 million na there could be a bank. And then put CP system no. Bano mu low wa bano. And ya raise bano. Sanity ya injected. There be another banking system no nim. So me if I were you any this argument who we say now people will just make mockery of you. System man was to 2016. We compromising with the banks.
You came and increase the capital.
Now
who can't say bank no want to make
Akosua.
Who accuse other governments of
you want to move there. And the entity you can say more time no mo just say. And then can to more.
Then
because the purpose of it is say send your buy mushroom bags entry member. And na mo buy ya na nkasa no o man ni sika. To the extent to some crown banks no collapse here. Most side is scam what side maybe you don't read. Na kameme no the anka banking sector the NDC from cry. What when must say you don't have what it takes to manage the economy and the banking system.
Now we are dynamic.
Next issue.
No, na say me kind we was you. Yanko the next topic. And this our ban say body drag.
Yen drag manimfa one fan brief one into us.
And the will brief because when the chance here.
Alaj yanko anymore.
This is a brief the
be massa. Me come say Egyaso dwumadie na mosugusu amutie no na oru adomako ba afi. Say lawyer adomako ba afi ho.
Ya adomako ba afi no a.
Yo. Ena Alhaji Halidu Haruna.
Lawyer
no dia man keke ho. National Communication Team member ene ye twetwe nkomo ha. Na yenko asem etoso mienu. Me say yewura matena medu. Asem a wode ba bonten a ye mampadi dada nso beyi na no ne watro le tetententen na wono nso ababa beyi na no asem no aye back and forth but wo hye ne statement wode ba bonten a de wo kan sisuwa ne se Alhaji de wo kan sisuwa ne se mampadi dada mahama se waje Japan wo ye na tom dia adentina airbus de na o kan de wonyintum it onto me enye hypocrites are ono the same person no the Ejapa asembai ono an the airbus or say government official one mampani dada mahama eye den na no de on accept nanso Ejapa de was nti ehwe or special prosecutor Martina Medu na mampani dada mahama banta no
am say makan statement Martin Amidu Etrobaye no in response to John Dramani Mama their John Dramani Mama kae na mini John Dramani Mama Egyaso Egyaso in the sense say ye de to me ahye unsa to me nu a ye de hye unsa no ye anka say we suspect bibia we be ka kire nipa no say because me suspect you know we anka sa nantibra na we be kire say we de ya akizu no enye no kure Ghana mranu enye sawo Ghana mranu say he who alleges must prove. Now, who Martin Amidu, who yedi to me amau, the act has given you an authority to arrest. Me, I am so shocked and embarrassed. Say, wasi, adikura ema say on to me and yes, I investigation. Now say, one can say want to me yes, I investigation. I don't think I will go Papa Nudi. Without any basis. So the John Mama Yaka say, if you knew say there is a legal basis for investigating me, go ahead. Now go ahead and investigate. You know what karata tintin say onu wa ebema ombra oni ni lawyers. It's the highest form of irresponsibility. Look, I can say Martin Amidu is a candidate for investigation. Yeah, or a candidate for investigation too, because for the 4-year mandate I demand no. Sika Ghana for Sika I demand office no. Adi Papa Ben na free office no buy.
Enye bia na Japan ni airbus di.
So you value for money, who quantify Sika I demand no. Airbus any Ejapa enu na eye dia oye.
Se bia ogusu
ye manu kwan se ombra na ombua yanku ketasihye ni proye. How many people are what they are court? It is so reckless to the extent say wasi say o man peni you see it's just an example say minim say we there wakwa ko bokro no na police ni commander IGP say minim say wa bokro no bra say unim say we ye bema bra me office na umbe prove say wa bokro no. This is an insult to the people of this country. Martin Amidu must not be tolerated to be making such kind of reckless comment.
But so what can say?
Martin Amidu, tie, Martin Amidu. Wa kika aturo a piece bebre against John Dramani Mama. Yeah, man appointment occur before Parliament. Under oath, now yeah man who says swear. Said dia ubeka ni na yakunukure dia yebebisa uni na ubeka nukure ya ka kire nunu when he was confronted with things awatro efa John Mahama no unim ni response was say rumor. It was on the basis of rumor. He couldn't confirm under oath say anukure say dia okika enu nukure. Not even that the allegation of investigation worker said Omanpeni, the late Mills, set up committee said or investigated John Mahama. He couldn't defend that under oath. Anka watimi yes ha. Now Oba Bonti Ebeka Medinadi. But once before the parliamentary vetting, one Timi under oath, Ajia Tum said, there are chuchuro bebrea. Etia John Mahama no enukure no. I will always accept the Obeka with pinch of salt. Martin Amidu, we see nipa no wire flag bearer. So wanya insurance e money ho. God have mercy. So flag bearer enye obi na okwa akoye flag bearer na isi arefe ni ye kanu sen ni krata ama police ye investigate you. So the fact that will be a flag bearer is a license to commit a crime. Is that what Matamidu is telling us? And using the people of Ghana's resources? Matamidu. Nyami Professor Mills Nikra NCA. Professor Mills is the most peaceful person. Peaceful.
But Alaji, what?
On paper, but Matamidu Suban. Emma Professor Mills Echurokrata said ma pamu.
Alaji, what's my kind? Efa me Mr. Omemo Twaso. Asma Oka Efa Sebia. Walker say, Mampeni dada Mahama Omra to the office or no one walking in. No, I will say, embarrassing near day and no. So no one can say I fear yet to but no one for Bianco 2020 was a year of election. No, one to me year of election. Yeah, so year of election, met him Marco Bokron, now be the two above because me a politician, me a flag bearer, now because of year of election. No, now Mrano the office no say yet. I fear they to abandon the my sister. Men find excuses, man. Oh, say me chiremu di enti ebi o say. Yemra. Matamidu is not being truthful. Sir. Every former president, after we feel power, within the space of 3 years now, Ubetima, it's there's any criminal charges against Ubetima here. It is more than 3 years now. So Matamidu has no legal basis to say or investigating former President John Mahama. So he's only jumping and playing on the emotions of people. He knows. Nobody today has to speak now can bring any criminal charges against John Dramani Mahama. And I'm emphasizing on this platform, say, there is no any credible evidence implicating John Dramani Mahama. Say, Ebi Omwa, I am telling you that not under Nanado. Nanado would have used that to the point, say, where prevented John Mahama from contesting him. This man, we tolerated him. He said all kinds of things against John Dramani Mahama. People of Ghana believed and trusted and voted against John Mahama. Out of his own emotions and his passion, the MPP thought that they could use him because they are working a baby. Only a dance beer a foco empty, and we sit and we allow, we still pay him with our money. If I were him, I would have resigned and tell Nanado that I have disappointed you and disappointed the people of Ghana. A man must always be a man. Who to me, if there is any element of suspicion against John Dramani Mahama, go after him. Be a man and go. And then time Kufo Efre Rollis will be an is it not a election period? Kufo Esamon Rollis Mra Rollis can say positive defiance. I almost see BNI inviting a Kakudino. Election period 2004. We are friend. Okoye. Extend an invitation. What even he's saying? So one invitee John Mahama Kura. This attempt to still hoodwink the people of Ghana on the basis of falsehood will not be countenanced any longer. Ya brenu. Sabi, enye John Mahama na Emma 1 year vice president wokrum ha. Everyone with his own destiny. Say ya you Emrebi na John Mahama ya yinwa na mama nitira yeye na obeye omampeni obeye vice president ha. Let's stop this kind of attitude. It is actually out of envy. What Martin Hamidu is doing is envious and jealousy. Pushing yes against John Mahama. Envy. I me catch you. I am. You see, when you accuse somebody wrongly, John Mahama or nipa. Is Martin Hamidu clean? Is he clean, or he wants us to speak? Is Martin clean? Is he clean? For 4 years,
John Mahama is not in charge of the administration of Ghana. They are almost you are in a government and you still want to make allegations. What kind of thing is that? We don't have respect for the people of Ghana. You need a Buoma Ghana for. Aban, unye allegation. Aban udie, uka, na udie dance beba. Na ya chiw, edi wa court. Ya ma ukwan a defend you. Don't be throwing hot hair. To the sense, he's not worth the people of Ghana's vote. I am a Ghanaian. I'm voting John Dramani Mahama. Me and my household, including my family, they are voting John Dramani Mahama. Me a Ghanaian, and I'm saying on authority, they have nothing on John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama, obe suman Ghana, oye Jumadi, oye Nakuma. Our serve Ghana. When we do comparative, I then said Nanado nim say, onu de oye kunji boni bia mbata no hu. Adentina osuro say obeba betinasi oni John Dramani Mahama and debate. Today the MPP is even embarrassing for them to talk about corruption. It's even embarrassing. You see koye ejepa assessment. Now why a Japan assessment that why you didn't want who did Gakan because we person equalization. And we respect this man as a man of integrity. God should have mercy on us.
Openya Dumako Befi.
Obahima.
I'm special prosecutor.
A debate and a discussion say ya. So one feel you out the emotions because say the meaning or when you bring baby or the name. But I want to set the record straight. Near the kind Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo onya vindictive. Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo enya ne botaye ne se odu bi betum. Eyemra no du bi betum. Enti na sem bia na say you was making aspersion na innuendo say senka mama si anka na Akufo-Addo be da bi mummomu e na mokoyi apew. Special prosecutor or say mo type de mu yi ni. So on fa kwa bi so mfa na Akufo-Addo ene ba yi hu ya ansiaga. Enti bia na wo kai. They tosu mienu. When you talk of corruption, MPP, we are proud of our record. Now, Obama, Sarabaya Tiefo Behu, no Kre Womuntino, since 1992, MPP ni bia ni hono mo waba ben mo edinatum. Mo ba ye no out of vindictiveness. Mo di nipa 24 ko gina court. Emre di kan kra mo try bi no mo TV so. Of akodwom piani any rekubrobe ya ensiaga. But emra ni e opposition 90s no mo no. Ya ka asem ye corrupt. Ye buy no ebi demu. So wo jima chinyi a your record is here and I'm ready to mention them to you. No ahunu kwampe pra kodem. Ejesi payanki kodem. Ibrahim Adams kodem. Victor Salome kodem. Dan Abgedapi kodem. Tatuti Kata kodem. Yesaba opposition bi onu. Momo ka say ye corrupt. Mo anka. Se Vodafone yaton. So Abuasi Gold yaton. Ye diska kogu Prudential ensiaga. Ye yesaba opposition yesemo yakrompo. Eno se ye ba ye no. Tie record no. NCA for them. Eugene Bafuboni, William Matthew Tetevi, Alhaji Salifu, Mimina Osman, them. Oba the venture capital so Oma ya convicted womo, Daniel Duku, Irene Antimensa, and Frank Abooagye Mensa, womo so no, Omu Tria 18.5 million. We are crom for. Odi ano to nchen yo ba hima. Abe bien ho no waba, emra ye di kutia ketasese, wa ye che MPP. Yan the Whistleblowers Act 2008 Act 720 Procurement Act 2003 Act 683 Repeal of the Criminal Libel Law and also 2001 Financial Administration Act 2003 Act 654 Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017 Act 959 The Witness Protection Act 2018 Act 959 the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2018 Act 959 Corporate Restructuring and Insolvency Act and also Act 2020 and Act 1015 Public Financial Management Regulations Act and also 2019 and LI 2370 Mebrebe the Right to Information Bill ye man ba yemra odi ya no so to ntan ya ye so ye de niema agu kwam se ne ba ya katashisha na kwa komrem bia bisa wetuma ye free ho eno so dan ntan ya agencies of fighting corruption to say Yoko, NCC, Office of the Special Prosecutor, any the aka wu nyina shrag no nyina no yen the baby increase on budget. odi ano to nkyɛn ya ɛdeɛ na ɛde spɛtumi de aka but ɔbaa ma yɛn kasa mi de edi kan asɛm yi a ɛbaa yi yɛwura mama ɔnyɛ panin da ɔnsua Nana Akufo-Addo ɔnsua Rollins na wɔnsua Akufoɔ sɛ ɔni futufoɔ bi tu ne bafo ano asua bi Rollins ɛnna ɔka na ne tuom no his respect is doubled oti aseɛ na woyɛ 1 2 kyɛ sɛ woyɛ too reactive asɛm bia no no akɔdi ho atɛm ɛnukura ni matea mi di nso so I'm not holding brief for him asɛm a ɛde ma awɔ no ɔbaa ma ɛyɛ japa ɛjapa Alidu Israel it's better you go out and talk hwɛ asɛm a ɛde ma awɔ no ɛjapa na yɛde ma awɔ ɛnka MPP sɛ sɛbe yɛn no yɛyɛ yɛadwe sɛ bɛyɛ keka kansɛm a ɛnim sɛ deɛ adisifo ka yɛn mpo deɛ wasɛm yɛde saa ɛbas ama almost 1 year ni wanka ho asɛm wɔyi aba yɛ no 2 months ɛno deɛ watimi aka ho asɛm de aba yɛn ni ho asɛm o sɛ yɛnim no kura wom but deɛ yɛ me dɛ ne sɛ his excellency Nana Akufo-Addo has always been saying say I am not corrupt wɔsi saa na ɛteɛ deɛ amofa nkɔm na hyɛ badwafie as compared to momo dia on the 6th of January adeɛ bɛkyɛma John Dramani Mahama ahandi rover ɛna ɔde nyinahi bauxite ɛma ne nua ɛno na asa hye no akɔto twam ɔpɛ so ɔsa ba bio no na Mahama decide so ɔma bio ɛno na sa hye no na Nana Akufo-Addo sɛ ɛmra hyɛ badwafoɔ monhwehwɛm enti nka me yɛ DC ni akmɛbɔ papa na ba so sɛ papa no ɔka no korɛ ɔmpɛ corruption na we bɛtra ka we enti John Dramani Mahama deɛ no ba 1 year ni no oti ase wɔno a Mahama na krasa wɔka to mu sɛ ampa ɔno deɛ no ɔyɛ vice na saa yi no ɔpɛ ayi na ama asogyafoɔ ɛmra MPP call Cape Coast ɛkɔ yɛ ɔde sɛ yɛn congress na nsa yi no yɛkɔ launch yɛ manifesto no ɛna Mahama head that friends atwafoɔ bi no ɔyɛ yɛ kan ɔn sense atwafoɔ na head ankɔva ɔyɛ smart wɔ nneɛma bi mu tan ɔno a wɔgye tuma sa na matea mi dude ba ɛne ti sɛ de asɛm na to anim na wonka yɛ no nwie ya ɛyɛ dan wasa akɔfa wi enti akɔ bi so me ne John Dramani Mahama yɛ ɛyɛ adwen sense akyekyɛdeɛ ɔpɛ no mogya dodo a yɛfrɛm na mmomu no baabi a Mahama bɛduro no ɛnyɛ nea Alidu bɛka ɛne deɛ me mɛka ɛna ɔsi ɛfa because wɔbɛduru mpɛmpɛnsoɔ bi yɛso ɔpɛni dua matemante ɔpɛni tiriw deɛ ɛhye n'akoma na deɛ obie wa no biara no a na yɛ atɛmdidie ɛne adeade a wɔse what stupidity is this as a statesman is that the way you should always stoop so low obie wa no bia yɛ atɛmdidie menua ɛyɛ na yɛ me ya papa sɛ menua ɛha dwen hwɛ John Dramani Mahama hwɛ ɔno ani book ɔtwerɛ ɛyɛ my first school dita obi a wo bibia no betime nya no ayi so ti asɛm a ɔ describe ɔno ani classmate na ɛbɛda na Donald Trump yɛn tuntia bɛda na John Dramani Mahama Ghana fo apɛ wase kai ala kiaye wo de hwɛ yɛn kɔ ha che nie papa no hwɛ nie hwɛ ɔban ma ɛyɛ my first school dita pay 39 to 40 ti awrahu sɛm a ɔno ani classmate ɔ describe no was say after all whatever the reasons Ezra was in our class, wasn't he? Something else that made Ezra stand out was that he was very muscular, which was quite strange for a child. His physique resembled those of the men we sometimes saw on the campus grounds clearing the underbush with long, slightly carved cutlass. Their skin, which was blacker even than a starless sky at midnight, would be glistening with sweat. So we'll be on or double day. The whole West is separate. And I was saying, the rest of us were of average size. We weren't weaklings, nor did we look as though we had koshoko. Though standing next to Ezra, you might be inclined to wonder. I wasn't at all surprised to learn that his father was a farmer. Though I would have guessed that it was an animal farm and not a cocoa farm. Because Ezra looked as though he had been born, raised, and fed in much the same way as a livestock. Obiara no school say o hwe ni suru ni banya na wuhu ni say ya tete ni sa boy ma na piani die papa we na bedi wo man ni so no when one wo ba ye obeka kire MPP imracha badwafo dem no say e baloni. This is the man we are talking about. So he's developed penchant for insult na sabia so se pani bedi agro futuro mu a atia mi di so beka bi ba me so support no sa sam no kesi pai kan we wie na sa okoka ni nyina bom dia na wo ma ho kwan we ye no koka se free assets na NDC for tamfo bi ko almost for beka bia mfa kwa mu eto omu nim da obia di betia no wo mo party na gu ti free assets de omu tam kesi omu mpe mama say ye bogus 2012 he said it When and promises say 2012 page 21 of their manifesto was it they will make provision for work and study. Uwe Legon, uwe Poli, uwe Bebiano, uwe ko school no. Now say Juma. Amen. 2008 page 61 of their manifesto. Musa Biemano say the government will create employment for all. 2008 page 46. Muka wasam. And that they also be a Juma many power 1 million. Obra 2016 Ubio Anaka say be created 3 million jobs. Oba Madia me can dey see what they say. Sabi so. Onya drum pempen so bia. Emfa woni wunyini. Nyame ahyiraw. Wotin nsɛm no bia no 1 minute yɛn ya kura no pɛmpɛn so a yɛbɛdure no ɔbaa ma ɛnyɛ nsɛm nyina o ɛnyɛ nsɛm nyina na sasɛm bia na so bɛyi ano dia wan kasa no kura no ɛnya dia obɛkyɛ ɛnya dia bɛkyɛ wiase na ɔbaa ma me nua wɔ kasa yi wɔde baako bi kɔfa baabi sɛ brɔfo no ɔka yɛ na emu ya medu the most peaceful person Professor Tamils. Yes. We are Kramoni. Do you read Al-Quran?
Yes.
Not even Prophet Muhammad. Only God.
Why?
It's only God. Most people. Most people.
What is wrong with
Let's put it to linguistic terms.
Why most peaceful? Yes.
Most peaceful?
Yes.
Most.
Yes. In our condition.
Why you so superlative?
In our situation. In our situation.
What's the one to say ye? Ne person you come sankori nyame kwame no. Most peaceful person. Ne person agogoshi you come nipa 5 no.
Onu na okun.
And
onu na okun.
One person see ye. Nyabutra me ba.
Onu na okun.
Nyabutra me ba. Me litany of yi ensembua and NDC the other professor miss we man koye cartoon bi say abofo abefa no. Mo na motimi ka so obitimi disperse and yade etimi ko heaven. Enso ka heaven dia me Christoni no. Ya kenkan dia unu say yare ani ho. Mo ma papa share space no na wiem. Mo adia sabe eya mom yan kan bi most peaceful. Hey, what's my kind of mood?
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Hey, most peaceful no. Tie na samo ka ba ko ha sei. Emra NDC eba bemu no. Etie fo mi de me tu mira ma kire sia me tu so. Na me kan so twere. Eni tie ba mu obi ahuru no kure se de sitie. Oba hima me ba ma misima ba ko. Me wie no a. Man kasa bi okura na me twa so. Hwe. NDC ba bemu 2008 no. Tie. NDC manifesto 2008 and NDC government will not make any excuses for corrupt ministers, officials and office holders generally. We shall promptly investigate allegations of corruption and allow the law to take its course. Okay, sasem we you know. Omo ba ya muntaka. Ekoto pampas ne mania ma. Tie nyabotre. Tie.
Muntaka was investigated.
Tie emra okoye press conference bi wo castle na wa mu media no busa na asem no tie how cheeky Professor Mills will say, are we saying that this is the first time the ministers of state have traveled abroad with their girlfriends? Is this the first time the ministers of state have infringed the law, have spent money on themselves? If somebody makes an allegation against another and not able to give credible evidence, I have no option but to give the benefit of the doubt to the person who is being accused.
That is the name of the game.
President Kufuor 2008, I can the same thing. One thing, what to assume. That young one is what I say. Muntaka deserves commendation and not condemnation. Are we saying this is the first time ministers of state have traveled abroad with their girlfriends? Opinion what you know, most peaceful. It's not
the truth.
Nasa obi ka we no nche se won pasum.
Asumdwe.
So what enu o.
Say ya ka obi a won pasumdwe a na Akosua do yi ni si nchen ya enya biye. Emra 2012. Hwan semu akoso wo se yemfa nko. Ya wie ye no na se nsam no nya me dade na so ya to. Nyabutre.
Na Akosua do wan wi ni no e wo nima. Ya bru bi me papai obi ka se
mo kamu a.
So men kasa.
No.
Even as a member of parliament in Chebi, they as we speak now. Ya bru.
Last 2 weeks. Record of the common fan the crowd and this is what violent person. What you say? What did be the record of violence? No MP no. Mocho and I know the on an kahubi. Now how the catch all. Now nobody or you know 4 years or by you know or beyond the true nature of Akufo-Addo. Ne kasamu, the demeanor, everything just a positive mama.
The demeanor there.
Yeah. full of humility.
So yoku MP no nanado na oye oku MP ayoku debi infansema dia no
edi baba anya hwekura ne time ya ti nipa 7 ya baba you omo test omo yes ade ma no dem say you want to create insecurity but mo behu
I am saying say
wo ya mo nhyew say
evidence credible against John Mama go and arrest him. Mati Amidu should go and arrest him. It is an excuse. It is an insult to the people of Ghana. Me see an insult to the people of Ghana.
Listen, a key.
Me see your mama. Me say Mati Amidu. It's an insult to the people of this country.
Me to us here. Now we are say communication. Yet listening is key. The other one can no one thing.
Me see. Dia Mati Amidu. Ghana for the to me action problem. He should not hide with the excuse say obi aye flag bearer no we Ghana ni. Oye Bonia ye chi. He should go after him if he has credible evidence against your mama. Nobody will be allowed to blow hot air on our flag bearer. Me catch you.
Me na wo catch me.
Me catch you.
Asam papa me kanya wo ti. Wa train no walker.
Me no debate I won't say my best studio na me.
I don't know how no. To copy
me brain no we computer.
Hey, you sound braggart and boastful. Me the professor Kofi Ajiku. And nanti yes since 2006.
Me see.
Or no call your professor dey call you say you knows.
Me see.
Martin Amidu. And the na teacher for
obvious position is an insult to all of us. We must call him out. Mati Amidu must be called out.
Everyone saw make Kebia maybe I'm guided. They don't manifest aba. They manifest aba. And I mean the other relevant documents me aba. And I be say me professor me tia die the field was a professor Kofi Ajiku.
All documents are on the phone.
And that's how
me ICT nipa.
Mr. Ma owura adoma ko be fi nto aso. Unsa wo kasa no wo ye di.
Me dia sempa kwa die tia. Obai ma ebu papa no maka de awie. Entokwa bi na osu a na to ni akeka. Nia ye atwa ni 28. Aburu so a be 38. Na na danko akufo ado. Osura kasa order number 1. O de mu behu. Name of the amateur no say so onim so pani bi di boni bi wo ba bi a eye dam no no ka chen se munjai. Ya nyamre sa wo. Na Ghana security so nyamre. Some put tire no a. You can discredit everything, but don't make any move. And no dear. Now do you moderator?
Me see their Madame Duye Enungwase Emma Abain. He has exposed this government, say, only solution to resolve issues of corruption. And I'm saying, say, Ghana for we must not tolerate this kind of conduct. Mati Amidu in a civilized country by now should be resigning for what he has done. What di esika kwa. And I'm saying he's a candidate for Insawam. So I'm sure yeah.
Okay. Dear, Yamra, your last topic is if and remember tie for abem. Me come say Gyaso dwumadi no masugu so amutie no mitnema ma menua ba vim lady ayehye ewa ha sei. Na ene ma menhya se fi alaji sufi se wo na ya medo hya se ansa na owura adoma ko ba fi abem. America for to abai a ye nyina ye hwedi ebesie ekwawi ase na ya project se Joe Biden wono na awene wo mu se Donald Trump won concede defeat there but
no concede
ye declare Joe Biden se wone Kamala Harris won mo na edi nkonem na yetuwie ye na ye sentro ni ba ko Salamat wone ye mampani dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama twetwe nkoma no penso kra OKFM dwumadi esu ye ne General Secretary ma NDC Owura Johnson esu di nketi atwetwe nkoma na se ye ne kasa no pe wo OKFM wo Kwame Nkrumah tikese comparison omo ye ne se de esi wa America no ebibesi ha na wo hye Donald Trump suban a ene mampani na otie Egyaso yi ni suban pepepe yenti obi suban ni bia ena wo hye se de osi ye ne ho a pepepe enti ebibesi ena wo hye ye china wo hye Ghana bakosem bia bre bia Republicans eba no na bia MPP ba ebre bia NDC eba no na Democrat nso eba enti na asa ebim se so wente saa na ebim se de Akosua America na nye bi na esi wa ha America fo na nye omaba wo mokwakoto NDC de ye mosem ben a mosi Donald Trump a we ne nti mampanyi dada Mahama nso ba we ne na MPP fo so da no wo mo so se de Trump amamu ye no sa na Mahama de nso ye eti ekwakofa new argument bi about this week ashase Alhaji who san semis esafata said yes America na ye de tutu ye de
oh nikure se wo ye nikure ni a na waka asem bi emre bi a etwom na the same issue aba unsisa wano esan se wo ye nikure kafo na MPP 2016 na adu don call for out the statement or issue or board on Trump abasu no what can say the Republicans is a sister political party of the MPP in the United States, so it means that omuni Republicans na omuyepe now Gabi Ochiridaku etwiti after Donald Trump ewini ye no. We see America has voted for change. Ghana next. Gabi Ochiridaku. Obi ebe bisa no say America voted for hate. Then Obe respondi ye say you may be right. What I do know is that since 1992 when Americans vote for change, Ghana follows suit. And that is where my national interest is at the moment. Unquote. Gabi Ochiridaku. Nana Akomia. Can say Trump has opened the way. Emma New Patriotic Party in 2016. Now, why are they running away from the defeat of the same trauma? Omo abono abasu. Intina mi si se uye nukre kanfoa unsisa wano. In 1992 till date, Emra Geraldis na ewo honu. Na Bill Clinton, Democrat. Kufo ba enu oni Bush. John Mahama wo honu Professor Amos John Mahama. Yakanu say Obama. Na Nanado and Trump. Say Trump eko na omwankasa mumu jidie nu ni say America hisa. The same thing happens in Ghana. Emuna mukaye. And that is the basis makotu nana komea kaye. As director of communication for New Patriotic Party. Ene munipa adi nkugu. In fact, ushe the conduct of Trump or United States of America were very divisive. Very, very divisive. He has no value for human being. Just like Nana Ado Danko Akufo-Addo. Nana Ado Danko Akufo-Addo oni ubuo ema Ghana for. So ubuo ma Ghana for oya tu aba amanua. Adantina or 1990 origins na waswa ni kunya akorans. Oma mpeni baina wahu se sabiu oko ohini bi fie na ohini nu opaya kire se ohini nu enni okonya esa fata se oma mpeni betime atinam. The same man who was jumping into trotro a few years ago all shushe vote all of a sudden ni konya de onfa ndi agro na V8 na ye top petrol eguma na ye de konya edugu na occurrence obuo magana for his own council of elders penia wo free mu Reverend Asante oko akoma abusiafo ya akono owura ho no odi konya no ko he has no respect. So Reverend Asante fie omunni konya esai fata say o mampeni betinum. As we speak now, or justify even though or promise Ghana for say me your family and friends government or see me berani family and friends government. There were 54 of his family members and friends Japan is a classical example. You can almost see the box side Ama Ibrahim. Okay, let's agree. The people of this country voted against that decision. And then waba ban mu a wa share bo say unyes ha no. Wa be ye etra dia wa share bo no. To the extent say with the mineral royalties ni na e kabum. As we speak now, per the findings of the special prosecutor and HRPF say Gabi Ochiridaku Odigana ka because ni law firm no ono ankasa ka say ya tua no $150,000. Ya disika $150,000 ama the cousin of the president. So the issues we say there are similarities with this government, and that is their sister political party, the Republicans. But you see what the MPP is failing to appreciate in say the MPP and the Nanado is sideline a major group of people in their party. What is Dr. Anani? What is Kojo Pieni? Uroko Brobe, where is he? Where are they? Recently, why ya pamu Kobina Japan? Or who say Odin Kugu or Kofre Kobina Japan? Just to use him. He has sidelined the major group of people. Sebi, Omu region deliver victory mau. That region refused to vote MPP. MPP will not go nowhere. Koshwe, I am asking the gurus in MPP, and then they have been reduced to floor members. Divisiveness, just like Mr. Trump. So say you can. There are evidence to support that. Omo anka say kan. Omo director of election can say Trump BA kwine because change about America. Now say change about America. Now ya yinu. Now you di Joe Biden or a Democrat. Now musi aden obi kan adentina nipa no be kan. Why do you all of a sudden you are associating yourself with Democrat? When at all in this country, muma bain wo ho na Democrat e wo ho. Ma bain mu no ho a Republicans na maka 92 Clinton and then Rawlings. Kufuor and Bush senior and Bush junior. Professor Mills, Obama, a Democrat. Na Nanado, any Trump, na ibaye. So the issue is that Nanado, only Trump na ibaye. Na kakabinsam, any niyama enfa ebuo emma Ghana for
2 minutes.
Ebusian chendi. Enunkwa Trump oye wa America. There is evidence to prove those things. And so when we just oppose it in this country, I can say, based on the one kasa kaye, say it's a muba America, it's a mutimiba Ghana. Now, what is even so impressive, you say, Americans when John Dramani Mama Echusu Oba, yeah, say women don't deserve to be at the table of discussion, as they say, President Nana Ado Oko Geneva now akwala kitwa na educate him on the gender issues or catch and say we need to amplify the women. What it means you say Joe Biden amplify the importance and critical nature of women, and the Ghanaian women are going to be so proud, just as the woman Kamal Ekaye was see the young ones listening. Omonim say ututu niyama ye you will be responded and commended, and the similarities are too clear. Let them hold their Republicans, let us hold our Democrats. Kana or kase we a new policy your policy ye di a manifesto by no now manifesto no was buried obi anka o manifesto. As part of our manifesto, they are going around to churches lying to people. Say, you see, you bet to your rent ama omu ye juma. You see, you rent you bet to you bet mau kwine na uto dine. You become a landlord, and yet rent. Now we be renting the landlord be hunt you. That is a policy and thinking of the young men. In fact, Joy FM 4-year program B just this week. Most of the young ones are attending. They said they want an opportunity to own their own house and rent. So you see, it's a policy or there were practical policies that are implementable. I'm a Ghana for now. Sabio, just as John Dramani Mama, the nation builder, what Chirespe face or track record. Now you can say, who lawyer, I don't know catch you and Aldo, on bettinas. Now only John Mama, now young can't. They are what him here with 170 billion Ghana cedis, you know. Now John Mama soon catch Ghana for 54 billion or noon in Sanka, you know. They are what him here. Now Ghana for whom? What time now so much? Openina to Makobefi, Ghana for you.
To me be saying once, I come and was my beck and one here and Nekoyas. America for Akosua, ye. Biden a bidding. Then some mean you didn't nominate at the other in the first place, ground, and yan Sam, as will be beginning home say, and America a batuano, and near the near pay. Near Dick I am Pesa man 40 as year pan say, and this for true, I'm afraid the president of me say. Sir Biden, excuse me, will you just keep quiet? Oh, stop that, please. Let me talk. Stop that, please. This session should be part of. No, stop that, please. You have spilled. No, you have spilled a year. Let me. No, stop that, please. Stop. They say no. No, stop that, please. Oti and Ogini. Because you are insulting people over here. So some jokes are expensive. But I'm only drawing your attention. No. I don't need people like you who don't respect people. And what the come of respect for elders? Just keep quiet and let me talk. Obama, Sasam, SNDC Crabbe Transi, Akofa America, the Abetu Tui. A sheer coincidence, and your superstition, and that is completely illogical and irresponsible. Nanano wamam ya hunu yiye say Donald Trump I would say Biden and nim kunim dia and community campaign it is a case so many message right na mo manifesto amede ba yi eno no matras akeka Akosua member book ibako if nakedness promises to clothe at his name 2008 2012 2016 me ko radio so ko kasa be sa twere there is nothing new under the sun ya mo be ma amanfo dan na mo ba e kura no adan ya president Kufuor di go mutimi awie atrofo but obai ma yanhwe the best man for tia say Democrats omo ye center left omo na ko ba o se ko mo dwura hiafo ho enu ti Democrats Senior Obama na ne botai ni say ye national health insurance MPP di ba ye no wo de bi ba na you say Donald Trump omo anhwe anyiri NDC since 1992 and Kobian Council yes center left you are existing by name there is no single social intervention aya what we dey abu amanfo ye betimi aka free SHS ye betimi aka health insurance ye betimi aka metro mass ye betimi aka metro or say cocoa spraying exercise ye betimi aka school feeding mention one you are existing by name ya na mum ferry dey tosumi enu ba hima Donald Trump one of the reasons or the lusu yani say COVID-19 wantimi asoho sana John Mama year 2014-2015 year cholera nipa 28,243 in the wuye meanwhile Daily Graphic year dated 3rd August 2015 government contract loan to fight open defecation nilanteva that point the then local government minister the kai wantimi anye cholera di kuma manfo wantimi asoho Nana Akufo-Addo and the wiase nyina yeso na ye number 3 o di ba bibrem o ye number 1 na ya dan no akokase wo mu nyina hyebre ye pe mo mata kenkan na mo cogent convincing and reasonable argument the atosumienu Donald Trump he doesn't respect people omunipa John Mama omunipa na de woni ya Rebecca tell say wonu wontie bi o ye dwanfunu but so de anoto ntan ya my first school dita medical kenkan ho no de akyerew wo say and report in the school no why you kurase ni te say yamana duane te saboa mo am flag brand the kind o de ya no atu ntan ya obi o promises o mama manfo adwuma Peace FM online year 18th November 2016 was say I'm not a magician that was what he said to the graduate unemployed o de ya no tu ntan ya mama na nu ya the campaign was MPP a useless party na sabi penimo wanyina duru say na Akufo-Addo one kasa utiri free say na will stoop so low. Nana will never do that. There's a clear distinction. Nana has brought maturity to bear our governance. Odi ano so ato nkyɛn ya free SHS is bogus. Won no see when free SHS. Obai matie. Mama say free SHS no kura no nya ye no. Or say free education no nya ye no. Obai matie asɛm a mama ɛka ɛwɔ free education a onya ye no mpo say even in the face of free education no tie asɛm ɛya ɔka ɛde fa ho. Or say atie for fan chemi kakra. I'll code that portion immediately pretty soon. Or say
o dey continue hu ana wato so ho
amai. Ko tu ama manfo ahunu sania esi etie. Was say the education my brothers received upon their arrival at Tamale Secondary School was not only simply in academic studies. It was the first time they had come in contact with extreme poverty. Some of the students, they told me, will come to school with nothing except the clothes on their backs. Enjoy, they brought no provisions, no sponges, soap, toothbrushes, or bags in which to carry their books. My brothers learned through conversation with those children on the crashing day-to-day struggles in the villages where they lived. Was even taking advantage of the free education provided by the Northern Scholarship Scheme. It was difficult for many families who were too poor to pay for the transportation to get their children back to school. My brothers told me of a fellow student who had to miss a term because his family had to wait for the yam crops to be harvested and sold before they would have enough money to send him back. My first school did pay 114. Same pokra sambre no kura no mo enjoy free education na depending on mo term no mo team school because na so mo ton bayere na Akufo-Addo so de ba beboa o say bogus. When yes wo mua de Donald Trump ni akuma no so de no eto nchen ya oba hima kedan ya Supreme Court mama call ya wa mo at the Supreme Court etani wo ma yi no assemble one country Supreme Court epia wo mo na mo de betu betumi de mama toto na Akufo-Addo wo ye cultured wo ye mature o de no to nchen ya Donald Trump he's noted for or ye doubtful or ye pessimist aba ye ntu wie ye ama ya ate so ye wiame enye no bi na jama ma ye ha me must clear similarities ena ye wiame ena me nyintum onyintum akotopum odi ya no etu nchen ya so sha Joseph Biden Joe Biden one mama eye no krese no nya vice president atinye bia ni ho na mbom we be ye vice president no wa anye Ford we be ye vice president no one told them my mouth is Legon no we be ye vice president no yankasi anti committee investigating no that is the difference we be ye vice president no sanya ma de BNC so de no so to nchen ya oba no okoyi no oba no onyanya appointment bia o we no ye the vice no oba ye no nursing training teacher training allowance education me yi free ho between 2012 2016 me mama opoku adjuman wa me amfo obi adjuma da. So we are going to compare the track record. Na ye kam ma wo mo bu ma dia ene na mo nka ho samu ya de 10 crowd mama e ya de amode pa ma chew Vida Grant Cecilia Grant yado judge Penny and bada de so ma nkochi na nkoku no entikade an waye MPP ni party edi kan ye ba ya ye ti ye home ministry minister for women and children's affairs. Oh, just keep quiet and let me talk. When you were talking I kept quiet before the things that you said. Jabotre obaima enye people in the party edi kan ya yeti home ministry minister for women and children's affairs ena mo ba mu ma ntimu change in ko agenda eno kra de ayen say de omo bi but ye specifically yeti MPP in the party edi kan ya ye ma oba be chief justice o ka chirchirim MPP in the party edi kan ya chief justice na chi no kra no ye wie ye no ye sam oba bi o sa be chief justice o ti ase ye bet me more litany of examples social interventions ye na the free maternity care de buy school feed near buy ebuama maslog buy ebuama entinya no ni atemye na de beka kan ye waya de amama obai mama wie ni sa no me samra ha Joseph Biden yes so fruit your pan ye piawo to okọ campaign yi no on send crop di na kire your mama aden obi atu na sawram na obusa say en oba ye no na Akufo-Addo ye divisive really kwakwa nyi do ho wa hinifa wo mu anom ye non Professor Mills wa mu hinifa
me Professor Mills ni
oh no
onim
esa
se onim
no mo do ye den
se onim
but I'm telling you Asante region wa akoka ho asem no obai ma maybe for Asante region be 100% na Akufo-Addo owo opposition made before friend alpha. Yamian dum, ya ba opposition, he said, I know a cabinet crana me, Adumako be miss anyway. Me friend and now be fat. Me ka campaign who be. What you say? Offer Kwame Adokufo, Obi Anya Santini Cheno, Oka Hubi. Tiani ye, do fiasem.
Dr. Ananiwa.
Yewura Kufuor.
Dr. Ananiwa.
Nyabotre Misro, Nyabotre Kasano. Some jokes are expensive.
Dr. Ananiwa.
Yewura Kufuor. Obi na no bi o se papa na dwuma abaye no. Mon kwaso ntoma no.
Oh,
na sante ni na nkasa. Wo se na na ye hyiraw. Ya de sabe. Ya se anya ayidie. Na emom no, se ya se akrafo nkaka mamu na nya ni kibuo. Na mon titwi ni nti. Asambe na bekeka. So de anu atu nchen ya. Obai ma. Yes I enhwe ha sei. Joseph Biden olusu ye no wa mabie wo enti oni manifesto e behwe ho asem ba joma lusu ye no ene wo so obabiem enti ni track record nyina no e wo honom e ya e bebo ni nyina ama manfo ahu ni agusu mpokura abo ene de one time premium one time fa anya djuma e wo NHI no afa de wo say wo de primary health care no anti ase because social health care delivery no e ye for primary health care no ani basic health care any your secondary your tertiary any your quaternary ni aka ho asem any timukura mu nim dia mo ka na Akufo Addo at third level no say no ye kwa preventive rather than say curative monim na mo amamuo na ye ka na ye de adwene na ebuo abatra kika nsem we say nyina na mahwe na akwambu a wa pra nwumire oban ma wo dia no atu nchan ya amamuo a ye ka ho asem yi no na Akufo Addo the difference we mu ni say obunipa or your economy ye no ogusunso your economy even in the face of say COVID-19 no economy no e ye kama cha NDC 2016 the figures are there na mo minimu sia ya na ye debate o economy because mo obi an otimi economy o ti ase
growth
ojam de e dey
0.9 growth
our hifa growth
this year
I have it here no
0.9
excuse me no I be rough for her mom pata kin kai no buy my che beba eba cho utie mi pa won ko kasem ye ntia na Akufo Addo baaye no na obaye na family and friends hwietie ensam a mo ankasa mo flag bearer kan or they say mo founder Jerry John Rawlings corruption under mama is no longer a practice but has become a pervasive culture 60% and just keep quiet and let me go excuse me obaye ma de oye mi po this is all my time ni bi 60% of thieves in government hold positions in NDC. Former President J.J. Rawlings. Mama didn't fight corruption. Former President J.J. Rawlings. GhanaWeb.com. 3rd October 2019. Mama led corrupt regime. Former President J.J. Rawlings. Daily Guide Network.com. 8th November 2016. Sack greedy bastards. Rawlings charges Mama. ModernGhana.com. 31st August 2012. Those I mentored who have become ministers under Mama presidency have amassed so much wealth. It is incredible. Abambabin, November 2015. Mama boys bought V8, built mansions in 4 years. Babin, myjoyonline.com. 19th August 2018. Oh, Babu. Mama's government was an animal farm. Mama's government was an animal farm administration. Babin, and we are graphic.com. gh.gh 12 June 2018 here utri so a enko tise ukosi koto me praw 3 this fighting or no that I was saying the canker of corruption that has engulfed our country has become malignant under Mama as those involved in the act appear incorrigible. It is spreading like a tumor. Daily Graphic in this editorial of October 3rd 2014. Mama's government cannot ensure refund of dubious judgment debt with the same alacrity as it pays out the taxpayers' monies. Dr. Tony Edu. General Numensa, corruption under the leadership of Mama is an epidemic. General Numensa. When you people for the Kayo, then Akufo Addo Queen, what Barbara Pentin, Panifoni Dinachi, Mama and Nam Quantum Crown Cramudin tree, and I'm on some work. And you sit here, you denigrate and Danko Akufo Addo, who discovered topping. Mwamum penny for one kasa, they respect him so much. Nana Akufo Addo as a member of parliament, Nana Akufo Addo as a president, Nana Akufo Addo as a lawyer, Nana Akufo Addo in his private life. What takodu and way in America? And it is a shiani a kasamua. Mama yan kasamua, a babo mino. Nemo one kasa say, oh, why you fin to me the atade be you be hodia. Yamu binuno. A yan transi. Esa papa the bra wa bono. Ubet me the aqua. Aden, Ura fi say. Some people ama Ibrahim wow bra Joma menua so nua no no one a VR for one GR for odom ka 12 million ye ba ya ye bon so penfe no esika no kwaje ye Trust Bank kwam de ton ye Merchant Bank kwam de ton ye nyina he box side and when the bread was what dey be bio no you live in a glass house and you are throwing stones tia mama can deceive us again Wisdom Kukubo NDC Communication Officer Ketu South Constituency Ghana Web Monday 11 June 2018. Former President John Dramani Mahama must remember that we are not forgetful that he gave similar promises during the previous campaign in 2012 and 2016 which never materialized. Here, John Mahama yesterday is the same John Dramani today. Spiogabra, the 1.5 million who rejected Mama in 2016 are still alive and they know he hasn't changed. Spiogabra say, don't elect a corrupt and incompetent leader. Spiogabra charges NDC. Joy Newsroom, October 17, 2018. Forget Mama. Prof. Alabi is the only man who can lead NDC to victory. Now only Peace FM. And we have 11th October 2018. Mama should go and sleep. He failed. That is why he was rejected. No Mensa. AdomOnline.com. They are making go and read also 50. And so I don't can when they are 2-0 cry and watch it. Oh, ba prepare. If friend that one, can you na make
o ka so chontro
e ba minister be share me nua ya be kan ma
Facebook live for what so
yes yehu ya botrani anka tie no man say bi kro ka na me ra wo say mama can come in when you are them o Akosua o tie wo say mama can come in I don't get it no man say peacefmonline.com and no 23rd November 2018 mama say ba biem no mensa o enti wo busasa of akwadwom pie no omo ho omo chia wo dota na ne nanse na ne ho mfa no but ye nyina ne ye ho ma ye adwuma no na me busasa kwaku anyi ho hinifa no mensa wo hinifa Spiogabra wo hinifa mu campaign manager kurasu bamboni ti nanse no no wase nka mfa ne ho kwagim on say prof waka no atum ase edum kati on say nyure busasa wo hinifa wo mu nyina didi na chi say ye nya ne duonduo mfa ne nko na wi a ye nyina ya de party and you sit here Rollins or hinifa. But maybe I can tell you Sakufo Dimbi. Adokufo mu nyina Dimbi.
Kufo wa cop campaign am.
O say?
O campaign ben.
O say Kufo ko campaign ben.
Wan fa na ko.
O say fa. O ntene kasa.
E wo ifa.
Wasi waso. Party, wasi waso. Etu abai ma. Ye pese ye ka e mama 40 ase ni say. Se obi ti wonum no ko kana hoiwe a. He. Joseph Biden e be so bi ba sa say e na kokoto aba no. Obra free SHS. Amanfo enamawade free SHS no e ma ye nti no. Awari egui ebi se enwa konfo emaba awo afa ho nyem ye enka de ketua enu nko pa na akufa de ye ya eyademu oti ase dum so obahima endi mama kinkai and I'm ever ready to meet you guys hwe dum so nko ano obahima oh how would you
1 minute na yemfa nko
dum so pa no tebia de ekomu no obahima ekoduru ba bi na John mama be yi anu a wasi blame God for dum so. And we are GhanaWeb.com, Wednesday, 31st October 2012. Say here, blame mobile phones for doom so. Mama, peacefmonline.com, 20th February 2018. Mama blames doom so on TV sets. Na a year na yenyamiadom ye sobu ye no. Tie, ni ofoso ampofoka e. Na mo ya mo fa ebuo ma mo panimfo nti.
Who solve doom so?
Tie. Eya GhanaWeb.com, 2nd March 2017. Mama will have ended doom so if NDC was retained. Ofoso ampofo. Eye match. Tie Fred Agwanyo so kai. What say? Fred Agwanyo wa yenua. What say? Stop giving timelines and fix the doom so. Fred Agwanyo to the energy minister. And also peacefmonline.com 28 February 2017. Tie emra ye kasa eye sikasem no. Obetime bia hwe. Nimi twantro. Fe na obi ahwe. Doom so tie frankly money is a challenge. Deputy Minister confesses. As we say, on Wednesday, October 10th, 2016, I was join FM Super Morning Show. Emra, His Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, yesikasem. Afedi October, George Napajitu, October na kase ni ekotuaba. Eti asem na ba, pen so na danko ekufadi yakodro. Yemfedi juma na eguo ye na yenkai kra no over 74 industries yet my establishing ebi be the existing one ebi ye new one free SHS ye aba dum so ye free ho restoration of allowance teacher any yifo adwuma ya fama mamfo any kua adwuma ya mna gina no Minia, Ghana for who the animal fan come from that. Never again. You say Chirisign, a baby and an Chirisi.
Abooagye Madam Wase. And then numre Egyaso edwumadie. Mpanifo aye ni wo mo edidwuma nkomo aye de aye de si ha ye. Alhaji Halidu Haruna.
Me wa response o. Me ka say
ebere no me pese me
mami because me pese me kan dia Baumia
Oka wi amesmeka.
Onso be kana
Oka wi amesmeka. Oba himafo asem.
Debi Baumia finally admit John Mahama solved Dumso. But says Ghanaians should not give him any credit. On Joy News. Joy News na okay. I said that Baumia finally admit John Mahama solved Dumso. But says Ghanaians should not give him any credit. Dr. Baumia or granting interview on Joy News platform. Now, ya catch you say John Mahama I do. You see, Minyaba, say MPP for I can say omo na omo solve Dumso. Me pa omo cho. Omo shati car power in America. Omo dum na omo fa sika asem na omo ye na nhwe.
Awre mam ye fancy awra de mam.
Oba ma tie me ba tie.
But car power no excuse me. But the awuka corruption issue awuka enu. Enu kire say o government use
car power no.
Because one more boss and corruption. Now government entimi enti obi a useless government. Na kufa do
ye ba ye NCM ye nsadem. Ye ba ye no ye venture capital. Wo so sia convert wo nti asaba de ka no. But the point I'm trying to stress is
kufu appointee. Venture capital.
What me here for?
Duku kufu appointee.
Ah, master you should update yourself.
Madam
you should update yourself.
Meka we say Egyaso dwumadie na wotie ewo okay 101.7 FM so. Yebema ho kwan ama bedwafo mutie ye musom de madwenche kakra so na afa ye dwumadie na bawie ye. Your lines here, the Jumani 0302 24 35 29. 0302 24 35 29. And 0302 24 35 47. 0302 24 35 47. Na fe political pundits for Monsumu de Madrinchre Abba. Na ye de Egyaso dwumadie no ye de abawie ye. Hello.
Mini aba ma joy.
Ya eja, mini aba na mehia ni.
Me di abrewa, na kasa free nkan abro no e friend bubu ase.
Abrewa Ghana fo etie Egyaso tie o.
Enumre menya akonya die, ma me ntia me parliamentary candidate. Da Akon Newman, o kan ku South, ya so ni mu yi papa. Ofa aduma ko be fin so, ofa na me nshirawo. So ato bo ase, ekire ni emem, e dia kire Ghana fo. No ofa, this ya ofa ase me na ma me do ade e friend retentive memory. Isimbotom, misia Ghana ni bia na me bia ma no. Na ma kire se o mampani da ma ama. Wona ma e da sum emfie 9. Na ma kire Ghana fo se wono na ntimi ama ye chalk ami ma mfansu ade enti enne oso oba no be free education ya yenwene ho biem maame na do ba ye enne we da ne ada ya bi se ndisi ni na ho ne se da be no wo fie a ofre ne yire ni fie wura ebisa se kane a ho yenim de Ghana ko mu o mampani da ma hama no wa ye se coke a watu so na de akogu fanta tuom the same coke e di Ghana fo me sremo ye pay puntuo ye pay mankan kodia Yamu Dran to Abanifoma Nado, any MPP member of parliament, Bia would jump as well. So, I don't know put to an NDC for the year. The Nimo Makonya, a Nada, and on better die. She knew what would she the Omu Nada and then drop Nana, go him.
Mati Bemena, ye dance, Meka will say, Egyaso dwumadie was to so wutie wo. Okay, 101.7 FM. So, hello.
Hello.
Bemena, me patch your friend say.
Bonzi.
Yeah. Okay, me mo akwa baba Egyaso dwumadie meet you.
Good evening.
Good evening, dear.
What do you say? NDC for Omon kind of question. And then you say Trump. Or no, or the fence NDC for say Trump losing to Nanado. They losing. The past being a country or more, and not a man lambi in our country or more, and Omon Kojo. Now, wait the aims were going to hand with that. Your president or yes. NDC only campaign message Diana a friend
Me pacho me tie o pa.
Mahama was ye campaign. Dr. Aduma Kudusi. That's it.
Okay, me dance PM sana nkasa no wo fom kakra. Me kan wo say Egyaso na wasugusu a wutie no. Hello.
Mami ma joy.
Ya eja, me pa chwe fra wo say.
Oh, me oba.
Hey, me mame.
Ai.
Ah.
Me dey the sister fia me South Africa so old barrier iceberg ura.
Mate sister fia yeti o.
Me pa cho lawyer.
Ah wo ha.
Pa cho kachen so kwa on country Ghana mampani. Se me ba peni no. Wa wi akra akadam. Ka chire nso e wo dogo no. Me dana si bebre. Enka me ne wan obi a me ton ice block. Me dey na nka me ba etimi akwa akra akadam. Na na do aye bi Ghana for. Mo ma ye mo papa na baso. Ene ukokrum na wo ba. Street light sehwe wen. Obi nkogina sundi mu enkotete enkwade mu ba afon emfiri wonsam. We nyina ne nyema na na do aye. Maame hwe ya liam mpo. Ene wi acha fa nan ye no bi no ye nuanom wa abrochi o. Omo frɛ yen. Ene ukogye emani ni America. Omo krempo no ye nche omo nsi ofiri. Ni akwacha omo nkane a half. Ghana mampani eye obi a wa kyerɛ sɛ wɔne na te Ghana ha. Wɔne na esu. We kyerɛ sɛ papa no ɔdwe Ghana fo ho. Maame ya mo ensɛmtrɔfo no momwa yen. Ena me no kasɛ. Wonim si e ma no mo gye SSU no. Na na do mo aduane di awia dia. O mampani da Mahama. Ena me no kasɛ nto no ankasa so classe. No hwa me mo obebudi ma Ghana fo. Ahokyerɛ odi ekom. Dum so bobo na wihia ayi ye benze milo chance. Na wode ntoma agwa ewuram. Na adi kreti kakra gum. Ma me ka kyerɛ me. Ti sɛ fo mo ya announcement o mampani da Mahama. O tete bia na oni bibia ma Ghana.
Mate obapa me da sipa me ka wo say Gyaso dwumadie na wutie wo okay 101.7 FM so na omo share Facebook live here Safas Edu was still for more for Nana and George under to do more.
Hello.
Me pa
good evening.
Beme na mejuso.
Me pa cho mi dindi Alita Liban.
Me pa cho mi ti
Abooagye mama here ba joy.
We yenkwai.
Ohima Mamintia Abooagye of constituency for in honorable Sheila Batel agenda 80,000 inshallah. Tivela Mitiano and Mitia lawyer Adumanku Befi. Ohima me pa cho lawyer Adumanku Befi studio. Me pa cho bisano ansana ofiho. 2008 election, before the 2008 election, General Secretary Asedun Ketia, Ekatira lawyer, Adumanku Befi, Omushia one-on-one, Okatira ni say, Omubedi intro, Edye MPP, so Amaya to Abatia MPP. Wafan Agro, Nukra, Omudi San from 2008, Amaya to Abatia MPP. That strategy, and no one found. Omu yes, there this time also. Me catch and this was and yeah, they are born and they and born more China because a Juma pa excellency Nana Adodan Kwakufado. Abe less than 4 years, na ye jai, na ye koto Abama, John Dramani Mahama na Ghana, Beko Nechi. Mami ma some example be Minya Alaji Alido Aruna Eti Ho, Kase. About Ghana and America, Baku, and you know, maybe say, sitting president of America, Udana, but Ghana, Yenya sitting president, during the atomic NDC, and Ghana mean America, there and Yabaku, and can compare Ghana with any Nigeria, yeah, and come here because Yaradua, atomic Ama Goodluck Jonathan ebe take in charge ebe win here and John Dramani Mama ebe take in charge onu so be win here Jonathan eko election e lose here and John Dramani Mama eko election onu so lose here and ye catch omo ye to so na nado atina so Antana excellency na Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abetua 8 years with them one thing
menso medansi pi na yenua Phyllis Bright was share live for United Kingdom was Ghana first and here yama my Ghana any kind. Hello Me pa che fra wo say.
Ayama yɛrɛme abusua dofunu mekasa fi akorabo ɛbɛnso hom
Abusua dofunu yɛn kwai.
yeah mechia me ame mampanyin na tanko kufuado asa income MP boafo kwadwo asante ɛwɔ so hom ayama amesa wote amasaman ɛkɔ huni ɛkɔ so okupia so no me pesa me ka kyerɛ NDC ni na mampanyin mama sɛ mampanyin dada sɛ bibi bie ni mu abababo o my Ghana bi ma me be kan si ya se bobo kra wa man bi ta me na light of buy bobo kra wa man bi o sister 2016 o be hwe former chief of staff Dilos Debla ni kurum ye fro sa akrabo suhuma akrabo man hu ankasa ne no be hwe machine CC so an aye na dan kwa kufu ada na boafo ko jasa ntada woroma o be hwe machine CC so a na ye hu ni se MPP ba power no kura se mo wi ase ne se ade ne ya ka se ye enya na ka se ye hwe ene wo kwaman udu enyina mu na wo kwaman a wo ko hwe kota tuntum pa enti ye be bona na dan kwa kufa do abaso oda onda na bibie ni ndisi mu ene wo ba korabo a ndisi fu an kan omo to aba omo keke tuo e gina so nim na wo fa box na omo gina be MPP enti ya pona na do dan kwa kufa ba so pa na mechia na ya adoma we fi nyamopon ka mo amen
kan wo se dwumadi a wotie eye Egyaso dwumadi Egyaso yemfa di otoso hello beme na netizen Adumara kwa ne fra wo say Matifi education yen kwai Amen
na mafa ko nyi kwasi nya kuku nsere magana mapanyina ne na fo nyina ase ni nyuma penti obekọ ni 2 terms abuchewura na adodan kwa afifu ado na adoma ko befi asema ne wakani nyina batinze kan akara to go ha nyuma ne wabo na nyire a esa ni fo mko da ni aba sema mapanyina da randa mena na dan kwa afifu ado emra amai kwa kuchiri baba bidi amai kwa kuchiri fie mu ye da tu na ko do bidi mapanyina no no ba no si anya baba sita na fo isuo Tania, never see. Mama, I'm not going to tell you who can not your Magana. If you have a Gana, where's Gana for it? You know, you can be any one paying Canada for Papa, you can't be your money. Now, there is a opening of Papa, who you go, my Gana. You have to be careful, is that. Oh, my Gana, that's a German here, I can know.
Yeah, oja. Na yemfa di o chat wo kra na ay oh yes yeah Ejefo yemfa munsia oja mi wie ya na the man DJ of the DJ stylist DJ of the year DJ Guy Fletch na o someone no ye wie o January no so dia bom ye producer Father Dixon na wo mo bom chidom Isaac kwam ye wusu aduo me sanso e na odame dia kwadwo da o he wase ekrata no so be did shower kwadwo odame ado ado so udi so and the one have president usu bedibi enti kwadwo odame ado Isaac owusu aduome DJ on the show kwadwo Hansen tata chire kama ye social media no so frema abankro ono nso na ebo ye chidom kama Yenia Michael Kankamo say Akosua good work done from Mike your brother formerly work with so for my make Kumase despite group of company Kumase ni say any me show say Isaac owusu aduome kura anymore Michael Kankam now wo say work with so for my minister so for my era no wo form ase ho baby ya ton cassette no oboso hu ye director abakose ma hwehwe cassette Baya di kan hwehwe sport answer na ya no apaka ho munu abakosua Abooagye na metina mu ema vim lady afia pokia obetimi afrem yakosua nhira media ne ye boko Egyaso ye boko bim lady ba Egyaso aya yada mu nyina se monko 20 okay 101.7